saying monkey grip.
He tried to say it.
I'm like, wow, no one.
Yeah,
Okay.
say it like say it like Frieza.
For real. For real.
What? You have monkey grip? Monkey.
Saying monkey.
Saying monkey grip.
For real.
I'll show you, monkey.
I'll show you.
Yo, by the way,
The fuck? I thought something was out of place. I was saying, shit, I was gonna say something about you starting, but oh well, I fucking forgot. Too bad.
Yeah. All right, we all set? Everybody here? Everybody good? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we definitely ready, man.
Alrighty. Okay, so Sand Point. This is what I meant to read off last time, but it wasn't until after the session that I that I had read this part. And I was like, oh, okay. Derp. Pays to read ahead, but so Sand Point. There are pockets of civilization along the Lost Coast. Traditional campsites can be found in nearly every gulch and hollow that's along the cliff-lined reaches, and lonely houses sit upon bluffs now and then. Domiciles for eccentrics or the rich seeking a bit of peace far from the bustle of Magnemar's streets. Roadside inns grace the Lost Coast Road about every 20-24 miles or so, usually placed there by virtue of the distance that most travelers can walk in about a day. Low stone shrines to Desna, the goddess of wanderers, and the patron of the Varisian people, give further opportunities for shelter should one of the all-too-common rainstorms catch travelers unaware. Given time, any of these seeds of civilization could bloom into a full-grown town or even a city. It's happened once already along the shores of a natural harbor nestled among the cliffs just 50 miles northeast of Magnemar. What was once a larger-than-normal Varisian campsite in the shadow of an ancient ruined tower has become the Lost Coast's largest town, Sandpoint, the light of the Lost Coast. Approaching the town, the footprint of civilization upon the Lost Coast grows more clear. Your characters noticed farmlands in the outlying moors and river valleys grow more numerous, and the blue-green waters of the Varisian Gulf bear more and more fishing vessels upon the waves. Passage over any creeks and rivers is more accomplished by wooden bridge than ford, and the Lost Coast Road itself grows wider and better kept. Sight of Sandpoint from either approach, from the south, which is the direction that Waylon and Krindamir had came from, or east, which was the direction that Nasir, Rakim, and Kaldum had came from, are kept hidden by the large upthrust limestone pavements known as the Devil's Platter, and the arc of the rocky outcroppings and lightly forested hilltops that rise up just east of town. But as the final bend in the road is rounded, Sandpoint's smoking chimneys and bustling streets greet the traveler with open arms and the promise of warm beds. A welcome sight indeed for those who have spent the last few days alone on the Lost Coast Road. From the south, where Waylon and Krindamir had entered Sandpoint from, it is governed by a wooden bridge, while from the north, where the other three had entered from, a low stone wall gives the town a bit of protection. Here, the Lost Coast Road passes through a stone gatehouse that is generally watched by what appears to be about 1 or 2 guards, and the southern bridge doesn't seem to be really much attended. Aside from the occasional goblin, the citizens of Sandpoint have traditionally had little cause to worry about invasions or bandits. Region just isn't populated enough to make theft a lucrative business. Hanging from a bent nail at both the gatehouse and the southern bridge is a sign and a mirror, and painted on each sign is the message, "Welcome to Sandpoint. Please stop to see yourself as we see you."
Mhm. Please stop to see yourself as we see you.
Sandpoint is a funny place, that's for sure.
Motherfuckers be traveling for days, coming there looking in the mirror like, damn, we look like shit. Is
I
this how they gonna see us?
don't want to see myself. How rare is glass like that?
Glass? Sandpoint's actually known for having a glassworks factory. It's
Okay.
got all the materials and resources nearby to make to have a lot of wares of a lot of glasswares, pretty much.
So
It's
that
a
means that church that they rebuilt probably looks like some real, like, they got stained glass. It looks like
oh
probably
yeah,
looks real, like,
oh yeah, it looks
holy.
definitely
Okay.
looks gaudy.
Gaudy, yeah, that's the Russian word for it. Yeah. Okay.
That motherfucker look like a televangelist church. Watch.
Yeah,
Oh
son.
shit!
Got that Joel Osteen in the back.
I was just gonna say
Big ass
Yeah,
thunderstorm
that's too
comes
funny
through. The
stuff.
church is like, no, 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 you're gonna ruin the carpets.
no,
No, no, no.
no.
don't let anybody in.
You
Don't
stay, you
let
stay
none
out
of
there,
those
please.
Who
peasants
cares
in
if there's
here.
a goblin invasion?
Keep
Let
those
them stay out
dirty
there and pray
peasants
about
out
it.
there.
God will protect them out there.
We
Someone
spent
burn this
1,000
shit
gold
down,
on these
son.
carpets. We're not gonna get them dirty.
Crazy. Yeah, he's never gonna live that day. All right, so
And the place that you all had met, the Rusty Dragon, is one of the larger structures of Sandpoint, and is known for being one of the oldest inns. Quite notable for its impressive and quite rusty iron dragon that looms on the building's roof, which doubles as a lightning rod and a decoration. Hence,
Oh wow.
hence why it's called the Rusty Dragon.
The Rusty Dragon.
Interesting.
That motherfucker lightning strike the cathedral like, go to the Rusty Dragon. They'll save you.
They'll see. Crazy.
And then your characters after meeting, greeting, discussing, bonding, etc., drinking, eating, you're like, all right, well, let's head down to the where the festivities are being held. With and your characters have Icarus leading the way since she's been a resident here for several months so far. And I'm gonna need to start circling on the map. Where is it? No, not that map. Where's my Sandpoint map? There it is.
Sounded mad at you.
Oh, I thought it was down there. There it is. Let's drag everybody there. Come on, load.
What up?
Waylon has arrived.
Waylon, son. You cannot do this when we are on the road. You need to finish up your experiments a lot faster next time.
What's this one?
Stop trying to get me to pay more money. Fucking bitch. I should start like
I have no Wayland retort for that.
So like I am going to keep practicing. This is my life, bitch.
And your characters make their way to this part of the map where it says the Sandpoint Cathedral. So it would probably be this square right here. Right here where Church Street and High Street intersect. And you see lots of, banners being set up and stalls, and there's wagons all over the place, and music being played by traveling musicians and bards, and a lot of kids everywhere.
Can do a
Smells really good.
can do a knowledge history check on the banners.
Are you trained in knowledge history?
Oh. Hold on. It's starting.
Yeah, he is.
We're gonna have to go
He
to
is
Discord.
trained.
You guys show up just as
Yeah.
He's
issues
like,
pop.
I
Yeah.
am.
Yep. Well,
I got my Discord running just in case you guys jump over.
yeah, we
on
might
that.
have to go right to Discord.
I guess you could
Yeah,
roll
let's
a
do
check.
that. Yeah.
Wait,
I can't even get my Discord to work.
I'll send y'all the thing.
Why? What's going on?
Where is it?
you were
Going-
lagging a little bit.
Oh,
you
just
you
now?
started breaking up hard.
Flash.
It's happening again. Yeah.
It's happening again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't get on
Yeah.
Discord. I have to restart my computer to get on Discord.
This mother.
Oh,
Oh,
well, you start that.
It
You
should
start that
update
bitch.
quick.
You
It
start
won't.
that fucking
My Discord
potato.
won't update until I restart my computer because I guess whatever. It's being a little bitch.
Just use the browser. I use the browser. I use the browser, and I use Discord on the
oh,
browser.
can you use
You could use it on your phone.
you can use it on your phone. I was about to say.
You can do it on your phone.
No, he
too.
could just do it on the
Yeah,
browser.
that's- I
Right?
think
He could
that's
do
what
it
I was
right
doing.
on the computer, but just use the browser. Log
Oh,
in
no,
on
never
your
mind.
browser.
Never
instead.
mind. I had Discord blocked with my parental controls.
Oh shit.
Keep
He was
my
like, that
kids off of it.
motherfucker, a virus. Get out of here.
No, got to keep my daughter off it.
No, I feel that. I feel that.
All right, I'm switching my thing.
All right,
Is it the same
I
one?
can hear
Same one as last
or
time?
see video. Shingu Hadouken! Shingu Hadouken! What the fuck? Fucking go in. Oh, I have to use the app? I have to use the app. Why can't I just... That's... what the fuck? Why is it for... Hello?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, finally. Jeez. I'm about to say, I was like, what the fuck? Keeps opening up the damn app. Alright.
It's taking long for me to boot up too.
I had to like go into the Discord on the browser and then like manually click the channel that I see everybody in there. I was like, oh, there it is, and I clicked the fucking channel to like enter manually.
Then you had to hack the server, upload the virus,
Sitting here like, what the fuck? All right,
break through the backdoor encryption.
now I can continue.
Matt looks like he's muted. I don't know if he did that on purpose or not.
Ooh, which Matt? There's multiple.
Vamp Grundy.
Mm.
Aha.
Just see boot up.
Okay,
You don't want to get a microwave.
yeah, I see everybody in here.
I want to hear the microwave.
Let's go, baby.
Microwave sound.
Let me hear that microwave sound.
Yeah, microwave sound.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. They're doing Ken Kniff voices. I don't know.
You like that microwave sound? Yeah.
Bringing back some Slim Shady LP vibes. Yeah.
Automated piece of shit.
Let's make it.
Ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Figure with how long he was taking, I had enough time. I had like 2 minutes to rub one out. Good.
What is happening right now?
I'm kidding. It's a joke. Or is it?
I need a lot less.
No.
I need a lot less than 2 minutes. Yeah.
What is happening?
2 minutes. What's that? 30 seconds.
You know what's great? So me and Matt on Xbox.
That's
do that.
impressive.
We used to do that voice all the time on Xbox, like talking shit to people in Gears of War. And then have you guys seen Big Mouth on Netflix?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
We used to call it the scumbag voice, and then when that fucking hormone monster was using that exact voice, I was fucking dying. Like, that's the best thing ever.
I watched part of an episode. I need to watch that again.
Oh god,
It was it caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's definitely something you gotta watch.
It's some wild shit.
Oh
It
yeah.
was like it made
I've
South Park look like David the Gnome.
I've seen all the fucking. I've seen all the seasons already.
I was even trying to be that.
So last time I remember, we were all convened at a tavern, got nice and cool.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Well, while you were doing squats, we made our way over to Sandpoint Cathedral right outside.
Yeah.
all right, cool.
You were doing squats.
It was a chest day, but I'll take that.
It was leg day for me yesterday. I was like, let's go.
Chest squats. He was doing chest squats on the bench.
It was so good to get back to the gym. I did leg day yesterday. I'm like, damn, this is feeling. It's good to be back.
Nice.
I need to get my fat ass back in the gym.
Welcome back.
Tactics.
I haven't gone in a week and a half, and I feel like I gained 300 pounds.
No, I took a week off 2 weeks ago. It's good to take a week off.
It's a week and a half. It's not good.
Oh.
You add those extra days, and it's hard to go back.
I feel you.
And then if you do 2 weeks, it's fucking GG. It's like you've never been to the gym before. You go back and you get that first round of soreness for like fucking days. You're like, God damn.
Is that the music that was playing at the doors of the Sandpoint Cathedral? Because they definitely got
their, to use the app. Yes.
They got their ambiance game on point, if that's the case.
As your characters approach, yeah, that's what you hear.
I don't hear
Alright,
shit. What
cool.
the fuck?
He said I didn't hear shit. Really?
I don't hear anything either.
Really? Really? You don't hear this?
That
Now I
idea,
can
man.
Oh,
hear.
okay.
Bruce, don't try to be godlike, bro. What's wrong with this guy?
Wait, you sure you don't
just
hear
hit the play
this?
button, bitch.
Damn.
I had it low. I guess you two didn't hear.
I'm here all. Mhm.
As you approach, you are slowly driven mad.
That's wild.
Sandpoint has you
It's wild
forever.
how I can control the fucking master volume on this shit. Just be like, if I
You
could.
know, when you're at the mall, you walk past like any of those stores, like Abercrombie and Fitch, or like
Oh,
they have the
God.
loud ass music playing with
Mhm.
that poor white
Yeah.
boy from high school standing outside with no shirt on.
The mannequin or some shit. Just
Smelling like death by axe.
oh shit.
Yep.
Now I
Yo.
recall somebody running the roll of knowledge history on like some
Yeah,
flags
was
and the
me.
banners and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah, that was me.
30-year-olds that's wearing axe need to be drawn and quartered. I'm saying it right now.
I just don't know how anyone could be an Axe fan after those amazing Old Spice commercials.
No, like dead ass.
Like that
I
shit
wore
is
Spice. I
legendary.
wore
I was like,
axe when I was in high school because I thought it was
take
cool.
my money.
This man said,
Ooh,
wow.
nice roll.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start off strong.
You recognize some of the symbols. They're the symbols of of Sandpoint itself, and you notice that 4 of them appear to be like family crests. Probably like the main. You see 4 different ones. They're probably the ones from what your character is able to, ascertain that they're probably the symbols of like uh, the 4 founding like families that like founded Sandpoint, because Sandpoint's a pretty young town. It's only 42 years old, so it's only got a couple of generations on it.
Wow, they did some work then.
And you also recognize by the cathedral area there's 6 banners, more with religious symbols on it than like any form of like heraldry or whatnot. Obviously they would represent the symbols of the deities that one could pay their respects to and practice their rituals and rites at here at the cathedral, which is actually houses not one deity but 6.
Okay.
Are any of them Irori?
But the biggest one in the center would be for Desna.
Yes.
Are any of them for Irori?
Your characters do see, actually you do see one for Irori. Actually a few of them. You see a few of them.
Alright, can we go guess can we go pay our respects? I mean I'm gonna
Well, no, it's not at the cathedral. It's just
okay.
like part of like the designs, I should say. Like in the for the area.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. And as you're getting closer to the cathedral, you see that the festivals, you see crowds of people going towards where the cathedral is at, because you see several important figures up there as the welcoming speeches are about to begin. And you see that the turnout is quite respectable. And there are 4 keynote speakers, it appears, that go up and begin delivering. They are short but well-received welcomes to the festival. You see Mayor Kendra Devrin.
I know who all these people are, right?
These, yeah, you know who these people are.
I relate who these people are to the group.
Mayor
Dude,
Kent,
and
did I
that's
not
this guy,
upload their pictures?
and
I
that's
did
that
not
guy.
upload their fucking pictures.
Immersion ruined. I'm out of here.
Right.
Click.
He said immersion. Oh yeah, because the book has a lot of like that's what I like about their material. They have a lot of pictures of the NPCs.
Yeah, they do, which is awesome.
I'm not used to that. I'm used to okay, yeah, definitely
I
with
went
that
to
one.
Google a random guard. And this is the sheriff of the town. It's the same picture.
Right. Actually, I'll put her right here. That would be. Would you post?
Oh, I remember her. She was all up in my DMs.
Oh shit.
She was all up in my DMs.
Dungeon messages?
Dungeon messages. So she comes up, she starts to give her speech. She has quite a friendly attitude and lots of excitement. She's welcoming all the visitors to the town. She's like, welcome everyone, natives and travelers alike, to the Swallowtail Festival. And we have a great special opening of the festival because, as you can see before you, what took 5 years to build has finally come to completion. And, there's a cheer from the crowd. Oh yeah. And she's welcoming, the visitors to the town. She mentions, several people by name, glad to like see that they've made it, or the contributions that they have made to like get this festival going. She even jokes about she even jokes about a man named Lars Ravanki, the local tanner, who actually managed to show up by tearing himself away from his tannery to actually attend, much to everyone's amusement, although except for Lars himself, who sounds like a workaholic pretty much. And she goes, we have plenty of festivities and games and shops, and all the food and drink here are on the house, so that the businesses that cater them could get their promotions, and you can choose your favorite ones that you wish to attend to later tonight for the after party.
I gotta go check out these shops. What shops are available? Like, what are we talking about? What kind of...
You see stalls to like all sorts of things. I know Waylon's looking for some particular ones.
The particular one I'm looking for is who is selling high quality clothing, jewelry, and then also there's alchemical reagents and like apothecary items, like certain herbs and stuff like that. Those are the two stores he's looking for. Not stores, but shops he's looking for in particular.
All right, he does see a couple of stalls and areas that have those kinds of wares. She
Sorry.
I'd say your group is like not like in the thick. I mean, unless you choose to be, but you're not like in the thick of the crowd. You're like kind of like coming up behind the crowd as you're listening to the speech that's being made.
That's kind of exactly what I was about to ask you. Just know, like, whenever these speeches are going on, like, I'm listening, but I'm looking at everybody but the person speaking. I'm just paranoid as fuck, so I'm just
right. Keeping an eye out, taking 10
Yeah.
on your perception, making sure nobody's up to anything fucking suspicious. All right. She leaves the floor to Sheriff she's like, I now will have Sheriff Baylor Hemlock have his words. You know, she applauds and other people applaud, so you get a good feeling that the sheriff is well liked. And you see a Shawanti man dressed in his attire as sheriff of the town of Sandpoint. I don't know if the picture showed it. Yeah, it did. Okay. There's an image of him right there. And he's like, I'm glad everyone is here as well. I'd like for everyone to have fun. Although, of course, safety is paramount. Be safe around this evening's bonfire. And do remember, let us have a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives in an even greater fire that had claimed this town's previous church several years ago. Of course, with that, he kind of brought down like the mood of the atmosphere. So clearly not somebody to try and hype up a crowd. Kind of like canceled out what the mayor just fucking hyped everyone up about. So it's like back to baseline. But yeah. And he's like, be aware to come to me if there are any problems, and may the gods bless you all. And he nods, and he awkwardly steps away, like, you know, speeches aren't really his thing, like he just wants to like do his job, which is like keep him, you can tell like he's serious about his job, you know, keep people safe, make sure nobody's causing shit, etc. As I said, the next speaker that comes up, you notice that somebody like walks up to the mayor and like whispers in her ear, right? And like you see like the look on her face, she nods, you know, she has like a smirk on her face, but it's also like you can also tell like the smirk is kind of like a smirk of...
Wait a second, Lou. Wait a second. He's whispering in her ear. Can I roll?
It's mad loud. Do you have any other penalty to this shit?
No. I'm not trying to.
Oh, I'm like, hold up. I'm like,
no.
Oh, okay.
What I'm trying to do is, I believe, there's a skill effect where you can read someone's lips.
Oh no, it's more of like the mouth is covered up. Like.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, they got the hand up, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
gotcha,
can't see the lips.
All right,
So she nods. She's got like she still has like her you know, her smile on her, but you could also tell there's like a little sense of disappointment behind the smile. You know, she nods and she goes, well, the next speaker that was scheduled to speak would be the elder of one of the 4 founding families of Sandpoint. The family that is greatly known for their glassworks, as everyone here in town is already aware of. And for those of you that are not aware, if you need any of your glasswares, highly, highly recommend the Kaijitsu family's glassworks. But unfortunately, Lonjiku Kaijitsu could not be here. There was a sudden illness. It's preventing him from attending, unfortunately.
Shit, my guy got COVID.
Your characters do hear a few people like up ahead, like you see a couple people shrug, and then you see a few other people like kind of like say, you know, not like whispering it, but they're saying like loud enough for like anybody nearby to hear, to be like, well, that's not a surprise, he doesn't like this kind of stuff anyway. Now, to counter what the sheriff had, you know, brought the mood down from, you see a rather flamboyantly dressed individual come up to the stage in an entertaining performance sort of manner. And your character, Icarus, you know this guy to be Seerdak Drokus. He starts bringing the crowd's mood back up with several rousing anecdotes, delivering a not completely irreverent recap of the long process that the town went through to finance and construct a new cathedral.
Little history lesson.
Hold up. Seerdak is, and I just recently read about him. Where's my shit? There we go. Is oh, that's right. He is known to be the owner and the manager of the Sandpoint Theater, which is a massive playhouse that's financed entirely by the larger-than-life owner, Seerdak Drokus. Appears to be a male Verissian human. And the Sandpoint Theater is one of the most impressive theaters here in Verissia, almost rivaling the playhouses of those in the city of Magnamar. So, as he, of course, he does throw in a bit of self-promotion at the end. And he's like, please, everyone, do not forget to enjoy one of our many performances at the greatest theater that you're going to have, the Sandpoint Theater. And he does like, a flairful bow to the crowd and rises back up. And he he talks about his new production. We have finished the writing and the production and the cast for The Harpy's Curse, and that the lead role of Avarissa the Harpy Queen will be played by none other than the famous Magnamarian diva Alashanda. And you hear like a lot of people in the crowd that are like surprised, like, oh, Alashanda, like, apparently, celebrity down from the city of Magnamar.
Oh snap! Well, I was kind of looking at some weirs, and then my head snapped up at hearing Shonda's name.
Oh shit! Quindamir sees that his brother's celebrity crush might be coming in town. Oh shit! And then he's like, and now, all you wonderful ladies and gents and anyone in between or of neither, I thank you, and I leave the floor now to Father Xantus. Come on up, Father. Let's go. So you see this, this somber, priestly-looking man, Father Xantus, steps up, as he begins to give his own speech. And here is Xantus. Abstala Xantus. And
why does he remind me of Bail Organa?
He said Bail Organa, D.
I don't know why he reminds me of Bail Organa.
Yeah, or James almost.
He goes up and he goes, a pleasure. For those of you that do not know me, I am Father Abstala Xantus. I am the head of the cathedral, alongside the other members. And like he raises his hand towards like the magnificent structure has been newly built. He goes, I welcome. He goes, we are glad to have you all here. Please come to our cathedral should you be in need of any consultation or possibly guidance or healing, or if you wish to offer any sort of service or volunteerism, we have here for display at the church the deities Abadar, Desna, Eristeel, Gozre, Saranre, and Shilin. There are chapels for all that we have here in a communal forum. And he goes, and then he finishes with, the gods have clearly blessed us with a wonderful and beautiful day to enjoy the festivities. So please, you may go forth and celebrate. And so everybody, everybody's clapping. And they're like, they start to the crowd starts to break up as everybody's going off to play some games and stuff, and do some contests, or check out the different wares that are being shown off, or to try out the food. And then the mayor quickly reminds everyone, oh, don't forget, at noon we have the Swallowtail release, so do come back. And from what Icarus is told, is the Swallowtail release is where Father Xanthus and his acolytes, they'll wheel out a large covered wagon in the square, and they'll start to recount parables of the goddess Desna, and at the end of the parables is when they will release, and they will release hundreds of swallowtail butterflies that will swarm around and provide a spiraling riot of color.
And when is that supposed to happen?
At
Noon.
Noon. And
also
what part of the day are we in right now?
Like the morning,
Like 9 a.m.
a few hours from noon.
Okay.
I hope anyone doesn't have a fear of bugs, because there will be a plethora of them, very colorful.
And then
So if you aren't into that,
lunch will be provided for free at the expense of Sandpoint's Taverns, as they bring their best dishes.
A spectacle. Free, of course. Of course, I would be interested.
I believe everyone should try
seeing
some of the
such
dishes.
a-
I think it's absolutely amazing, and I have a few favorites myself, which I would gladly like to show you guys, give you a good idea of what Sandpoint has to offer. I don't know what type of things you guys eat when you're home or in your homelands, but I trust you that the food here it kind of makes you feel like you belong here. I know I do. I feel like I belong here with the food that I eat here. So please indulge.
It's funny that you should bring that up, because honestly, being a half elf, there is not a single place in this world I have ever felt I belong, except for with my family. So, if this is what you say about the food, I am willing to give it a try. However, I would like to change out the current clothes I am in, because I have come caked in the dust that I have gathered on my person coming from Maglamar here. An easy journey nonetheless, but still one filled with lots of dirt and filth. And from what I heard, there's a certain someone that's coming here to give us quite a show, and I have to be presentable. So
Absolutely. There's actually some pretty good tanners here, and some tailors that will really show you. I hope that they create something or have something to put that is
Sheriff
to your liking.
Baylor Hemlock walks up to your group.
Oh, the sheriff.
As the sheriff
Damn.
strides over in a manner of like respectful authority. Like he's not. It doesn't look like he's like trying to intimidate you. He's just walking by to greet you.
Sheriff, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's nice seeing
Ah, Icarus, it's good to meet. It's good to see you again. And I see that you. I've heard good news about what you've been doing for the town, and we're glad to have you here.
you. He gives a slight nod.
Are these new friends of yours?
Oh yes, yes. I've met them today, and she gives the names of all of her companions.
He nods as he's like taking like a good look at each member of the group, and he's like, "Well, welcome. As you've already heard me say, if there's any sort of trouble, you can bring it to my attention. We'll do our best to get it handled. But otherwise, enjoy the game.
This is obviously
enjoy
in
the food."
common, right?
Oh yeah, he's speaking this in common.
I would laugh if no one knew common.
When he's speaking in common,
And he goes, well, yeah, and he
it's
goes,
kind of like looking at him like as if he's
Before he goes, she goes,
like as if he's
these
just kinda
people are
in
new
our
here,
face,
so
not really.
if you were to recommend a dish of choice for them to try, what would you recommend?
Well, Wanjiku's daughter Ameiko makes some really fine spiced curry dishes from her homeland. I've always found those to be the quite tastiest. And then your characters hear like a grunt sound, right? Like from nearby, and like you see a rather somber looking Shawanti man pushing a cart, and the cart like it's covered up. It's got like a cover over it, but you could smell, you could see, you could hear like the pots and you know the wooden utensils and whatnot and bowls that are like clattering in this big cart that he's just pushing. And he's kind of a pretty broad, you know, than strength character that you see. He appears to be a male human, Shawanti human. He's pushing a cart, and he's pushing it like right by like your group, and he like all of a sudden like you notice that like the sheriff like side eyes him and is like completely quiet all of a sudden. Like the atmosphere completely changed, and you notice that the man pushing the cart also like side eyes him, right? And it's just like this moment of like
I do a sense motive.
yeah, you could do a sense
I do a
motive.
sense motive.
I'll definitely do one too.
The monk using that wisdom, boy. Let's get it.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, is that
the
the
fear play real quick?
is that the Pathfinder equivalent of insight check? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
All right. I have to keep that in mind.
Come on, 20.
Oh, money, yo.
Okay.
Roll behind fucking Lee's future.
All right, so Nasir is looking at them, and he easily senses the tension between the two, and he also notices quite a resemblance between the two, as if they're related. And then he could get that then he can understand. He has an understanding that there's some sort of bad blood between the two for whatever reason. And then as the guy is pushing the cart further away from your group, like he like looks over at the sheriff, and he's like, none of it's for you. And he says it, and do the Shawanti have their own language? I think they do.
I think so.
I would imagine they would. They're like I would imagine they would. Like,
Okay, yeah, they do have their own
that's
language.
right.
Okay.
Nomadic.
Shawanti.
Yeah. He speaks in I don't know if anybody here speaks Shawanti, but you recognize it because your characters are from the area. You recognize it as Shawanti. So if you
Well, I speak
if you
Thessalonian.
if you do understand what he
Anything
said,
above the 3.
which I don't think anybody here can speak Shawanti, so you didn't hear him. You didn't hear what he said, but It was definitely like a scornful sort of remark, and like the
So if
shit.
it was like a threat, can I tell if it was
No,
like a threat
no,
or
you look and you realize it wasn't a threat. It was more like it was more like the connotation, like the inflection sounded as if like the sheriff wasn't allowed
not?
to be a part of something. Um,
Uh,
it didn't sound like
Hmm.
yeah, it didn't seem like a threat or anything. It was just for
it
those,
wasn't it.
yeah, for those that if anybody did understand short, he was basically he said none of this is for you, and he was like referring to the food that he was pushing, as if to say if you come and
So
get
I
this
was
food,
about to
I'm not
ask
giving
you.
you any.
I was about to ask you, bro. I'm like, your description was. I was like, okay, is it a food cart? That's the first thing that went to my mind. Is it a food cart?
Well,
And
yeah, I
was
mentioned
looking
pots,
at.
and I forgot to mention that there was a strong smell of food to the
I was gonna
cart.
Yeah,
say,
but
Yeah.
son.
but like,
Oh,
is it a
different-
food cart that he
different
sells food
connotation.
from the cart, or is he taking
It's
it
just a
somewhere
bunch of
for, like,
he's taking
a
it. Yeah, it's
party?
a bunch of supplies that he's just taking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
Um,
about, I was
It's a
about to
food
stop
truck or
him and
some
get some of
shit,
that
right?
food, bro.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
I don't care about
saying.
that blood.
Exactly.
No,
I'm
he.
about to
Like,
hand
You
him
notice
down
that. You
real
notice
quick.
him
Let me
wheeling
get
it.
a bowl.
You notice him wheeling it towards an area where like the taverns is getting the different taverns and inns and eateries that they've got
Can I
like
use stealth?
they've got their areas get setting up, but you can tell like they're getting the food prepped for lunch, so it's not like ready
Can I
yet.
use
So
stealth
there's
to
some
follow
things
him?
that ain't ready
None
yet,
of it,
but-
yeah. It's not ready yet. They're getting ready to cook it, but they're bringing this stuff over. You know, the resources that they need. He's bringing it over to an area where you can see a sign. It's the sign that displays like where the inn that he runs. You see the symbol of a white deer.
Okay.
Can I use stealth to follow?
All right. So
Why is he
I guess
barking?
we can
All right,
note
hold on. I
that.
gotta take this dog out because I think he has to go to the
All right.
bathroom.
Say if there's a plus 11.
Damn, son. Did you find those?
No, I just got that whole stealthy ass hobgoblin. Shit is scary.
Okay.
When Waylon's doing when Quindemir's doing like the tarot card shit, is that like a roll check? Is that like do you have to like meditate for like a day or some shit?
Yeah,
When
the
you're doing like
harrow.
reading
When
the
I
future?
do,
Yeah.
yeah, when he does a harrowing, he basically would be. It's a check that he would roll, or should I say,
Hmm.
it's he'll read the cards and he'll do like this this performance, and then he'll
Gotcha.
come up with a reading from interpreting what cards he drew, depending on what he's looking for in the first place. You can use dice to figure that out, but I personally want to wait until I get the actual Harrow deck in the mail.
The
It
deck,
might
right?
not. It might actually take too
Yeah,
long.
this
So
is like
I'll start using the.
All right.
I
So
just start doing the dice rolls to
This
come
dude
up with
Matt
it.
about to have a real life tarot deck. That's so cool.
so
It
I
the
think
feels
I got
weird
something
because
like
I always
that.
felt like that shit is like evil, satanic,
Oh,
and
And shit in my
I was-
family, so I
Yo,
feel like it's
Lola.
weird getting into it.
Hey Lou,
Can I
didn't they have
stealth?
something like a tarot
I
card
was just trying to stealth follow the poem. That was my bad.
in
You're
Ravenloft with
stealthing?
the Visanti?
all right.
Can I,
What were you,
can I stealth follow the poem?
Oh, the Taroka deck. That's what you
Yeah.
Taroka.
Okay.
I mean,
I still wasn't
it's all
crazy.
based off of tarot cards, so yeah.
Yeah.
The
What'd you say,
Harrow.
Matt?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Oh no,
about the stealth?
I wanted to stealth follow that bomb up to the wherever he was going.
Oh, the guy with the truck.
Oh, okay. So I
Yeah.
mean, you follow
guy with
him
the
as
cart.
best as you can.
Well,
Without...
if he's gonna stealth, I want to stealth too.
Oh my god.
It's happening.
The whole
He's
class is
stealthy. He's
So-
stealthy,
As soon as
bro.
I see him sneaking, I want to try and sneak with
So
him.
the sheriff turns back to your group as if like none of that had happened, right?
Right. he
Nasir
kinda
had
just,
a
like,
Nasir had already taken advantage of the sheriff not distracted, to like not zip over, but like stealthily move over towards like where the guy with the push at the car went. So whoever's still standing there, the sheriff turns to your group
mhm.
and he's like, "Anyway, you may be on your way. Enjoy all the games and festivities. I will be around."
What was the sheriff's name again?
Ooh.
I'll type it out. Baylor Hemlock.
Hemlock.
Baylor.
All right.
Oh, Belor
So
Belor Hemlock. Baylor. I said Baylor like the demon. Belor Hemlock.
All right,
Belor.
so-
Lord
Valor.
Sheriff
if
Belor.
if
You
he's
just
like
call him
about
Sheriff
to
Hemlock. You call him by first name.
Mhm.
if he's about to leave, I would just kind of be like, "Thank you, Lawbringer Hemlock. We appreciate your work around here."
Quindamere nods to you.
And you
Calico
don't even
just
see
in,
Nasir and Waylon no
in
more. Them
agreement.
niggas is gone.
Yeah, we turn
Damn.
around. Waylon's going.
Hold up. These guys-
Nasir and Waylon disappeared and played sight, boy. Them
No,
niggas
hold
is
up.
business.
I've been pulled the Batman. He
We
didn't see
both
me.
pulled a Batman.
Only
on
tie
us.
rolls. Okay. Where were you on Thursday? Shit.
What is
I
wrong with you,
was going
dog?
first.
What do you want?
For real, son.
Shit.
Let me find this out real quick. Identify.
I'm about to leave your ass outside.
Damn.
I just took him
Woof.
out. I just took this freaking dog out to go. He's got a puppy recently. It's like 4 months
Oh,
old.
that
Mm.
boy wants to play. You want to touch him.
I mean, we're having
a
him
puppy,
driving
huh?
him trained to like, rest at night, and he's like in his kennel right now, and he's yapping over here. I took him out to go to the
Yeah.
bathroom. He went to the bathroom, but I don't know what he's yapping about now.
Because he's a puppy, he up
He's
and
a
want to
puppy.
play.
He wants to play.
Well,
They do
it's
nothing
not.
but yap.
It's not playtime. He knows that. He had all day for
You
that.
know
he-
that. He's a puppy.
He wants to play
He's a
Pathfinder.
He said he wants to be Pathfinder.
Play with me.
He's born new to
Play
this world. He don't give a
me.
shit. He's
For
trying to
real.
experience everything.
He might
Alright,
have. He
so,
might have to do.
so
he
these
might
two
have to take
dipped
a
on him.
shit.
I guess
I might have to put him outside.
Quindamere was
he might have to
also
take a
like,
shit.
where did Waylon?
All right, you're going outside.
And Nasir go.
Oh, I'm putting him
Oh,
outside.
shit.
Because I think he has to go. I think he has to take a shit.
Alright.
the
So,
random
Louis getting
stealth
mixed.
away.
so
Louis
that's
getting
the,
mixed
Right.
by the dogs.
so that's the
I just well I wanted to see if I could follow him, see if he does anything crazy. I don't know. Like
He
worse
was
than-
following
you doing the
because I
sheriff?
knew that's-
The sheriff
y'all
don't
niggas
even
are
care.
like,
I'm
some of
just
y'all
like,
niggas are like, gone.
I'll figure it out. Don't
I
worry.
just followed Nasir because I saw he's going where the action is. I wanted to see what kind of trouble he's about to get into.
These niggas are gone.
Yeah, I figure if he hiding, I can hide too. There's no problem. Everything's cool.
Damn.
I can tag along.
Even the spellcasters got high stealth checks. Crazy.
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
I'm an arcanist. It's different for me. Well, I'm a sapper. They get stuff as a class skill.
Bro, will you?
Oh,
That's
do they?
actually crazy because if I was gonna play my illusionist, I was gonna be a certain kind of a specialized illusionist that got stealth as a
Oh, really?
yeah. So it's funny because in my head I was thinking to myself that why am I like I don't need it if I'm gonna be playing my diviner, so I just got rid of all that shit and
Damn.
Are you dead ass gonna make a clockwork knight? I mean, a horse. Were you dead
I'm
ass
dead.
about that?
I'm dead ass gonna make clockwork horses
That's
for
fucking godlike.
everybody in the party. So I gotta put at least 1 point in ride. So you
Let me
know,
put a put it right.
just put 1 point in ride. That's all you need. Just clear the basics.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
that's dope.
And the cool thing is you can upgrade them too. So you can add cool shit to them.
All right, let me put that 1 point in ride later.
Hell yeah.
This fucking godlike.
I'm gonna have a fleet of them shits.
Fucking on a horse casting spells and shit. Yo,
I
let's
just wanna-
go.
Riding a
I'll
clockwork
just be
horse.
riding the caravan, son. I'll be that dude in the caravan,
Yeah.
all shadowy and
hidden and stuff like that. And people come up like, I heard you have magical ears. And that dude's
So,
like, I heard you might like a reading. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to be that dude that's just like in there.
I'm getting my engineering up, and I want to be able to build the carriage myself. So basically, like, I want to put a siege weapon attached to the carriage.
What are you doing? What are you trying to do? You trying to sell wares
Put
from
a-
a tank? Like, what's going on? son?
I want
Nah,
it to
put
be
a
a one-stop
arrow.
shop, so we
Put
could
a-
use it as a base of
Put
operations.
one of those
You know what I'm thinking now? You know what
You just
idea I'm
crank
getting right
it.
now? I'm getting Seven Deadly
Crank it.
Sins, bro.
Because inside the carriage, we could put an extra dimensional space so it's bigger inside than it really is, so that we could actually just live in it. And then I wanted to also put the shop on the inside too, as well as my lab. We could fit
That's
all that
crazy.
stuff in there if we're talking about extra dimensional spaces. And then have like also wanted to build. Of course, it's gonna get pulled by the clockwork like horses, and then of course
Right.
we detach the horses from the carriage. We could ride them individually if we
Hold
wanted to.
on.
But the carriage itself, like the wagon, I wanted to like build it so that it actually brings along a siege weapon with it. Because what I could do with the alchemist is I could make ammunition. I could turn my bombs into ammunition that the siege weapon could
Can I-
throw. So
Can I
if we were
change my
ever
class?
fighting something as
You,
big like a dragon or something, we could
alright.
be like, yo, what's our siege
Can I change my class? I want to be a siege gunner.
No, you can't. Get out of here.
I have to be a
Uh,
siege gunner. Yeah, like,
what was the role? What was the
I rolled for
fucking
stealth.
hilarious. So
what was
And
the
I passed.
what was the role?
I still.
do it is what I
No,
say.
for
Fucking
Icarus.
do it.
I'm trying to find out what that role was.
Oh,
for what? What am I rolling?
The 16
I
plus
don't know.
1.
You rolled that 16
I
plus
was
1.
joking. I'm not stealthing.
Oh,
Fucking
I was-
catch
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
like, what the
everybody's
fuck?
stealthing for this fucking cart right now.
So the ones who
Oh,
stealth for the
hilarious.
cart, what were you doing? What were you trying to do with the cart?
I just want to make it clear that I stealthed away first. So
You
whatever
did, you
he
did.
All right,
So
so
basically, what
so
happened
Nasir and
was
Waylon, what'd you guys do? You both are
I'm
going
gonna
towards
get
the
caught
same
up in-
cart?
all right. So Nasir dipped, and he stealthed. And so what happened was Waylon couldn't see Nasir after he like disappeared. So
Into the
he
fucking crowd.
looked around and realized Nasir was gone. And clearly, because he didn't hear Nasir leave, he knew that Nasir stealthed. So Waylon has survival, so he could track Nasir still, even if he can't hear him. But he was stealthing as well. So he stealthed until he could catch up to Nasir. He was just shadowing Nasir to see what Nasir was gonna get into.
Y'all are
That's-
hilarious. bro.
That's a
Actually, you
whole
track
lot
of my
of shit in an instant.
You tracking my stealth?
Yeah, I could
Oh,
track
wow.
you. I can't see you, but I could track you.
I didn't see shit.
I mean, all right. So he loses.
I can't
He
see it.
loses himself in the small crowd and like, I guess.
I roll- roll
How you gonna
survival?
track them? Footprints in a crowd?
That's what I'm
What's
saying.
that
That track to. Oh man, that's gonna be
I
a high
mean-
ass DC with all the footprints and
Look,
everything getting mixed
was
up
it
all
already
around.
got a
That's-
Nando?
I still want to roll.
You
just
just
in
met
case I
this
roll a
man.
20.
Now you know how his feet look.
He said roll a
You gotta
20. I don't even know if a 20 would work.
Those are
I
the
still
serious.
want to roll.
I have
just in
stealth
case-
as a
just in case
class.
it's 20. Hold on.
What's the class? that allows you to
Y'all
do
just
that?
want to roll dice. That's what's going.
I think that's really what it is.
Else,
That's
you don't
exactly
wanna
what
roll
it is.
Motherfuckers is
Nah,
like,
just
fuck
saying.
the role play. Let's roll dice.
I roll some
That's
dice
exactly
right
what
now.
it is.
Stop feeling
Nah, I heard.
As they're walking away, as they're stealthing away, if I could still see them in the distance,
You ain't fighting shit.
Right,
You
yeah,
look
see it.
down and
I
there's
think
just
you're
too many
gonna see it,
tracks.
You're not gonna see us there. This man got a 28. I got a 24. We're gone.
Class that specializes in urban areas? I can't remember what it is.
Around Quindemir's finger is like a little piece of copper wire, and he does a little somatic and says little words real quick, and then he points to Waylon, and because you could probably see them in the light of day. I don't know if they're not hidden, So he kind of just does a little message spell and he goes,
Where are you going?
that's what you guys
You
hear
just
right
hear
in your ear,
in your ear.
like as if he was
Where
right
are
behind
you
you.
going?
But
Where are
but
you
you
going?
could, if you turned around, you see like Quintamere like all the way down the block, like. Like, where are you? Why are you running?
On a road, dice.
Why are
Like,
you
hit
running?
with the T'Challa.
Why are you running? How far does message go?
Yo,
It
where are y'all
goes.
going, son?
Oh, message is far. Yeah, 110 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, where are you guys going, son?
I take it message is one of your prepared cantrips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to ask the prepared spells for your. Just I guess send them when you got the chance.
All right. I gotta do this every day, right?
Yep.
Every time you prepare
Every
your
day
spells,
for
yeah,
the
you
rest of your life playing this character.
you pick which ones that you're gonna have prepared. Yeah.
All right.
Good luck, my friend. I gave up the bookkeeping as far as that goes.
As for Waylon, I know Waylon was looking for either he's looking or he's asking around for like a jeweler and who else? Like a clothing?
Yeah, I want to be able to buy clothing, jewelry, and then also spell component, not spell components, but
Wouldn't I
components
tell
and
him
reagents
that?
and chemicals.
So he's tracking me and shopping?
No, that's what I was doing before the event
Well,
started.
did he ask?
Oh,
I was gonna say because I don't know if he asked Icarus if.
He did. We had a
Oh, okay.
dialogue.
So
yeah,
talking
no,
about
I
the
I
shops.
explained that there were some
Oh,
detailers.
okay, yeah. So the tailor that she told you was there's one shop called Verna's Fine Clothing. It's actually run by a half elf woman by the name
Oh,
of
This man about to
well,
spit
see that
fire.
changes everything, man.
by the name of
That changes everything.
Rinchin, and she yeah, she runs a fine clothing shop.
So then that changes things because that means that Waylon isn't. He's not here to stealth with Nasir anymore. He would have left to go do that immediately rather than stick around.
As for the jeweler, there is a well-known jeweler, and in fact, you could actually see his stall, on like towards like one corner of like the little market square by the cathedral, and you see this guy. You could see several individuals. Some of them Varisian men, some of them Chilaxian, and one
Okay.
and one like big Shoanti dude, just like you know,
All right.
basically basically the jeweler looks like he has at first you were like, oh, those customers, and you're like, no, you look and you realize like the way they're standing about, they're guards basically to make sure no one thinks they're gonna be slick to like sleight of hand his jewelry or steal or rob the guy. This guy got the money basically to hire a few
few well-placed stunts.
Pretty much.
All right. So Waylon walks over there. As he goes over there, he undoes the gold buttons on his coat. He opens his coat up like partially, and just so that the top half of his torso is visible, so that the guy can see that he doesn't have any of the guy's like wares or any pockets that he's gonna be putting anything in. All his pockets are full with his own things. He gets over there and he fixes his ascot. And there's the first things I would like to do is I would like to check the validity of your wares. Before we even get to talking about coin, I need to understand the quality that you are bringing to the table. What do you have available, sir? Oh, wait a second. Wait a moment. My parents have raised me better than this. I am Waylon the Veil. Sorry for being so rude as to start the conversation without introducing myself. And you are good, sir.
Gives you this look. Maverkesk! And what's this about looking at me wares? Well, I'm sure you notice. You don't try any funny business now. Just business. Not funny business. Well, and he opens up like some cases, and you see like some manners of like earrings and necklaces and some gems and some polished stones.
All right, so he picks up one of the gems
So
and he closes one eye and he peers through the gem. I'm sorry, trying to catch me.
you notice a couple of the guards
Trying-
flexing. It's
I'm
like
gonna
why not?
flex.
Yeah,
When he
flexing.
flexes, I put one hand on the inside of my coat.
Cheers,
I put one hand on the inside of my coat. And my
Is
fingers
Quindamere
wrap
doing
around a
anything?
vial.
Anybody? Because yeah.
What?
Just asking if there's any character.
Hey,
None of this shit has anything to do with fucking Quindamere.
Okay.
Quindamere knows this is just his brother, son.
All right, so with that roll,
Who's with him?
Nobody.
no one.
He's on his
He
own,
just
right?
wandered
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, why you sound
Yeah.
like that?
So on that
Antonio,
roll, that was
no
my
one.
that was my
No.
appraisal.
Okay.
So he's looking through the gem and he appraises
Oh, I'm
it.
dead,
And 18. So I want the what's the quality of the gem that I'm looking
Oh, I forgot
Is
you
it-
had like
is it
this
fake?
guy
Is it-
plus 8 to his appraise. Okay.
for? Yeah, bro.
Hey,
Come
this
on,
guy
man.
is not playing around.
I'm a businessman. I told you this. I came serious.
All right.
Let me see what you got.
What you got? What is this? Okay. You look at it and you see what appears to be an elegantly woven piece of silver jewelry, a ring with a few small paradots ringing around the center of a much
Okay.
larger peridot. The appraisal for that, and you got a total of 18 that I see there. All right. That's not the file I was opening. Hold up. There it is. And appraisal. And you're just doing an appraising. You can appraise common or well-known objects, DC 12. And if there's anything more rare or exotic, the DCs are higher. So with that roll, you see before you a 25 gold piece. Not 25. Yeah. No, not 25. I'm sorry. 75 gold piece ring. The appraisal I should see for that.
So he puts it back down. He goes, It seems that's about 70 gold pieces that this gem is worth. Decent wares. I can't complain too much. But I'm looking for something more custom. So, are you just a merchant or are you a jeweler's jeweler? Meaning, do you create?
I can create. I know I've learned some fine gem cutting from the dwarves of Jelenthar. And then his wife is nearby. And you see this Chilaxian woman, kind of tall, close to 6 feet, skinny looking. She's got both of them are they're like late Middle Ages for humans, and she's like, you damn fool. It wasn't very professional. You said the wrong town. You mean Janderhof. He looks over. He's like, silence. She's like, she looks at. She gives him like that evil glare when he said that to her, and he waves up a hand like, yo, deal with this later. Trying to get some business. And he's like, Janderhof, the dwarves of Janderhof, taught me some skill when it came to the gem cutting and jewelry making.
Boy.
So that and a few elves have come through here, taught me a few things as well. So yes, I can do customizations.
Okay. That's good to know because I am going to be a very, very wealthy, and I happen to like fine jewelry, and fine art. And since you are a purveyor of these things, that means by extension, I'm going to be making you also a very wealthy man.
That is good
So
to
let's
hear.
be
You're
very,
gonna be
very
one of
frank.
my best customers then, as long as you got that gold. I'll make sure to get you jewelry as if you were one of the esteemed nobles of Cheliax himself.
All right. There's some rings I'm going to have. Let me see. Mm, mm, mm. 6 rings total. 6 rings. We'll talk later.
Yes, yes. Enjoy the festivities. Your name? Oh, yes, that's right. You've given me your name. Let me make sure I say this correctly. It was Waylon.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, Waylon, I'll be seeing you around then. Welcome to Sandpoint.
Oh, yes. I plan to make this place a second home. And then he walks off. Looking for
This
that,
is bonkers.
looking for that, that
Oh,
shop.
Waylon, I can see Waylon see in the future. He's like, this place can grow bigger and bigger, and then I can be a part of that growth. This guy's trying to use his half elven lifespan to create his own little nobility within the town. I see what you're doing, motherfucker.
I'm trying to play
Motherfucker's got to build. He's
bro.
building a legacy, is what he's. The seeds of a
That
legacy.
rapport up.
That's the name of the group. Legacy
For real.
Seeds. Seeds of Legacy.
I can
Mm.
why bother going back home when I can just make this place better than where we just left?
Mm.
Start growing that shit.
There are plenty of games around the area too for any characters that want to do sack races, hide and seek, weightlifting, balance beam contest, tug of war events. There's all sorts of that going on around.
Did the sheriff leave, or is
Yeah,
me and Icarus and Quindamir still in front of him?
After the situation with the Shoanti man that carted his stuff over towards the towards his booth of the White Deer Tavern, he had turned to your group and he was like, he had said anyways, please feel free to come to me if there's any trouble, and I will do my best to handle the situation. You all have a fine day. And
Thank you, Sheriff.
So I wanted to ask him something, because based on my mother's letter.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Sheriff, have you noticed anything different lately about what is happening in the town?
Anything different?
Something that's maybe not normal.
Well, you guys did show up randomly.
Well, actually, no. The adventurers have been coming through more and more, and at least half of those adventurers are very scholarly, as they plan to venture.
Yeah, you bitches.
As they plan to venture from Sandpoint to explore all these ancient ruins that are all over Phariscia. So yeah, they've been getting more traffic. He's like, other than more traffic from adventurers, he goes, nothing unusual that I could think of. Although I do have a particular person that is in charge of scouting for any such trouble and brings me back the news every now and then. You may possibly know her. She's also an elf.
And what is this elf's name?
Shilalu.
All elves know each other.
I had a feeling that was coming up. I was like,
They got long enough to get acquainted.
It's not that many of them compared to
Right, the birth rate is so low.
What did he say?
Shilalu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, wasn't your mother.
Well, hey, I gotta make sure, man, that bitch gets around. Gotta find out if I'm gonna have another little brother or not. Shit. Well,
Shilalu,
thank you for your
she's
time, Sheriff. I appreciate it.
Quite welcome. Your name?
My name is Kaldim Nahilfi. Sorry for not introducing myself.
That's quite all right,
Here I am,
Kaldum.
taken after my little brother now.
That's quite all right, Kaldum. You
He's
enjoy your
rude.
stay here then. There is a voice behind Rakim. The voice that he hears. Why can't I? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Her voice that he hears sounds like a voice of a human woman. What he hears the voice say in common is, "Ah, fellow Aurorians, it is a pleasure to see you here."
Oh, that's what
That's
I heard.
that's
All
to
right.
you, yeah.
So,
Since this guy walked up following a cart, which I'll get to in a second, but
all right.
Since you got
Yeah, so I just turn around, give a polite bow. It's my honor to meet you as well.
and you turn and you see, it was a human woman, and she's wearing like the like a monk's outfit, with the colors of Irori and like a circular leather, a circular leather, I guess, emblem with the was stitched into it like the Aurori, hand symbol, and she's got black hair, and she's got it in a ponytail, these green eyes, and she looks to be, probably like mid-20s, about, Chilaxian in descent, it appears, and she goes, "We do not see many of our faith come through here, but you're in luck. Can tell that you're new here. You are free to come to the House of Blue Stones." And she like points in the direction of where it's at. And she's like, "It's a simple stone building with a large chamber. It would be hard to miss you will see the decoration of many polished blue stones within." And she continues, she's like, "It was built just 10 years after Sandpoint was founded by my father, Enderaki Sorn, and I am his daughter, Sable Sorn. Unfortunately, if you wish to meet a man such as my father, he has passed away 7 years ago."
I'm very sorry to hear that. That is very unfortunate. I am called Rakim. My brother Nasir is around here enjoying the festivities somewhere. But I appreciate the invite, and we will be sure to stop by.
"Ah, I see. I thought I saw two of you, although it appears now there is one." I do not. Basically, she didn't even notice that she saw two, and then so she
He gets
basically
distracted quite easily.
he stealthed so well that he had her fooled, thinking like maybe she accidentally saw two, and there was only actually one monk here.
right.
But now it's been
That's a
confirmed.
mirage.
Right. Now it's been confirmed that when you said "oh, my brother," oh, okay. So see, it was like you realized that it was like a realization, oh, there was two. Okay, so
I would even take it as far as I probably didn't even notice that he left, and I'm just like,
yeah, if he was stealthing like that, definitely hiding it from from everybody that he can. So, she goes, "We have maintained a very large collection of old books and scrolls, and as a fellow monk and worshipper, you are welcome inside to practice our faith and to practice our techniques as well, and to peruse the library should you have need of the knowledge within."
that is most gracious of you. Thank you. We will definitely be by.
and it is known as I should probably start typing out these things so the players. The House of Blue Stones.
House of Blue Stones.
And
Write that shit
Sable Sorn is her name.
You gonna put that in the info, or should we just add it in ourselves like the last time?
Did I?
The journal.
I need to add shit to the journal. Yeah, okay, I need to set you guys journal. Yeah, but you can add it to the journal, if you can. If not, I think I have to open up a handout.
Oh.
I knew I forgot something for this freaking room. Like, I gotta set it up basically how I set up the Age of Worms. I wish there was a way for me to there might be for me to like grab copies of what I have in the other thing and port it over to this one. Yeah. I think there's a way you can do that. I have to check. If not, I'll have to do it by hand. I have to do it by hand again.
You can find spells right in here too. That's
crazy. Meanwhile, what's so you go up towards the car. I mean, what's Nasir planning?
I'm gonna use perception to see what he's up to. See if he's going there doing anything sneaky, perhaps. All right.
He has no notice of you, and he goes there, and you can see like that he has like other helpers there, as they like take the covering off the cart, and he can see like all sorts of like pots of like stews and different foods and like rolls of like flour and stuff to like make breads with, and ingredients to cook with. It just looks like he's just there to like set up like the food for lunch later for his represent for the White Deer Inn to represent like his tavern.
Okay. Can I walk up to her and ask if I could if I could have some soup?
So you walk up to him, and he kind of like you kind of like see his body stiffen like real quick, as if like you startled him. Mm-hmm. And he turns around, and then he looks at you, and he's like, "Lunch is not for a couple of more hours. You can come back then."
But it smells so good. Can I get some now?
Did my brother send you here to bug me, or are you really just that hungry?
I'm really just that hungry. I don't even know who your brother is.
What the fuck are you talking about, old man?
Damn. He's that shameful Shawanti by name of a sheriff, is who he is.
You and him you have beef or something?
I do not wish to talk about a man who has forsaken our people's values.
What was that?
Be gone before my mood is even more sour.
Damn. So no food?
You were losing points, bro.
You can I was gonna say you can make a diplomacy to change his attitude if you want to, because his attitude right now is like, I don't want to say it's indifferent, but I wouldn't say on the verge of unfriendly, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm gonna head back to
But you are free to attempt a diplomacy check to change his attitude.
That's crazy. This guy is like hurting his own business just because he's mad at his brother, bro.
That shit happens in real life, bro.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's spiteful.
What do you want? You want to buy something? Get the hell out of here! What are you doing here?
Oh shit.
Bitter, son.
Nah, I'll just head back. Cause he's just gonna end up hating me.
Alright.
That shit is a whole negative. One shit is a whole negative.
He's scared of. He's scared of it.
It,
He's scared
it
of.
is
He's
low.
scared of rolling so low. It's possible you could roll. He said different. Yeah, you could roll so low. You shift him 2 steps down, and he becomes hostile.
Yeah,
You can't.
right.
You can't just look over
Get
like.
the fuck out of here! Dude pulls out a great sword, roll initiative. You're like, oh shit, brother, rock him.
It wouldn't be the first time that I was. Wouldn't be the first time I was in a group that was instantly run out of town.
Oh shit!
Nah, I'm just gonna.
Damn,
I'm just
adventure
gonna
over
apologize.
already. Looks
Yeah. So I'm just gonna apologize and head back over to Rockhead.
Fuckers can apologize to this guy, but you couldn't apologize to me for
Man.
fucking throwing out a whip. That's bullshit.
Damn.
Hey man, you know it is what it
Damn,
is.
shit. That is.
Nah, I'm gonna.
We don't want the group
Yo,
run out of
Waylon,
town
when
already.
you did your conversation with the
Run
guy
out of
about
town,
his
your characters
riches,
start
his,
hearing.
wares and whatnot.
Mhm.
That was when you went off to follow behind the seer, right? Like you found somebody.
That was
No,
that was before.
Oh,
That took place before. Yeah, so I never
so I
got a
was
chance
still
to
around
follow
for that.
behind.
Huh.
Yeah, because I never got a chance to follow Nasir because I had that interaction with the jeweler, and then after leaving the jeweler, I was going to the fine clothing shop.
Fine clothing shop.
Mhm.
What is Calvin doing in that? Oh shit, he did.
Calvin's
We didn't even see it.
He Batmaned us, bro.
I just
So,
got done
like-
talking to the sheriff, guys. Shit.
I know, but I was kind of curious what happened after that. Like, did he stick around or did he like? Because I feel like everyone's like kind of finding their own, like, you know, they're getting involved in the whole festival. So I didn't know exactly like I'm trying to find out where my brothers are. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to find that's what Quindavir's
Eat
kind
food
of
and shit.
I'm
Y'all
still
motherfuckers
there.
just
The
get
sheriff-
You know
off on
what?
your own.
Yep.
You know what? Y'all right. Let me. What is Quindamir doing? Quindamir
I'm still standing
basically
right in
after
front
you
of you.
guys, after Nasir dipped off, whatever. Quindamir cast another spell. It's still early in the day. He hasn't done his daily devotion. He's getting his spells done. He's going through his spell book. He's writing down stuff, and then eventually he starts doing his harrowing. I know I could do. I'm pretty sure I should be able to use prestidigitation.
If you have that, if that's one of your, that's your second prepared spell for the day. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
he
message
should be able
and
to do that to like have his
message and
harrow deck
prestidigitation.
basically, have it be like floating as he's going through the cards, as opposed to like needing a platform and need to be sitting down and doing it. So he can like kind of move with the group and still read the cards, read the signs, do the things that he would typically be doing as he begins his day. That's what would explain Quindamir being probably so quiet as long as all this is going.
All right.
Yeah.
Icarus.
Yeah, where's
Luna.
Icarus up to?
Icarus, you are from around here, yes?
Yes.
I am looking around and noticing that no one is working or training. How do they get anything done around here?
Well, today is kind of special. So normally we put our work aside and our training aside to just really enjoy our time together. So I know it seems kind of weird, but enjoy the times. Eat the food. And we'll go back to training later, if that makes sense.
It doesn't, but I will try.
Trust me, I'm sure that you will enjoy at least something here. Whether it's the sack racing or some of the food that's playing. I don't know. Just live a little.
Brother, she said sack racing.
Quindamir kind of interjects as he overhears that. He's like doing this stuff still. You kind of still see him like in his zone when he hears that conversation happening, but he kind of chimes in and he says, "Remember, Icarus, they're from a monastery. They have never really been around. They have never really been in a town before. The typical, the normalcy of a town is that is lost on Rakim and Nasir, which is interesting. You don't think that this place got built by people who were lazy or unable to train and be disciplined, do you? Do you like as a question? Like, I'm sure there are people preparing for not only this festival, but their typical daily devotions. Um, he says, Icarus, how about you show them around? Show us all around. I haven't been to, this is my first time in Sandpoint as well. Is there any place where I don't know why Roll20 froze just now. Okay, now I can use the map. The scroll. Any place where there is any kind of where anyone will be able to do any kind of like a library or any kind of arcane building that has any kind of place that someone of my specialties could go and research.
Oh, Lewis, is there a place that's like that? I'm assuming there's a library.
Oh yeah, there's an academy here.
So
Tarandarak, Tarandarak Academy is
Tarandarak.
So she mentions that
it's a part school,
as
part
those-
orphanage. The academy is run by a retired adventurer who's the academy's headmaster. It's a 2-story building and is known to have a museum of strange things and trophies. And that the headmaster, Il Soari, is a wizard.
So she mentions the academy, and she goes, "It's actually a place that I've kind of really looked into my abilities at this point. So it's definitely a place worth looking into. Come, I'll show you where it is."
Chris and my brother Quindamir, I will also join you as I want to learn the layout of this city.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, you hear a voice of a human woman, Icarus. And when you turn to the voice, you see a woman that you know by the name of Solsta Vinder. Solsta Vinder, a Chilaxian woman who is in her like 30s, and she's there right next to her husband, then Vinder, who is the owner of the town's general store, which usually has the best stocked. It's a well stocked general store. It usually has a little bit of everything. They're both pushing like small carts, small square carts, but it's because they're stacked with her well-known home-baked pies. But she stops and she's like, it's good to see you here at our festival. Your first one, I take it.
She nods very, excitedly, and she goes, "Miss Fender, it's a pleasure to meet you. Or see you. Come." And she kind of looks to the group and she goes, This lovely woman has some of the best pies in all of Sanford. And trust me, It is definitely something worth trying.
Mm.
It's a pleasure to see you.
She's like, it's good to see you as well. Thank you for checking on for being kind with my foolish husband here and making sure that you were able to get that mold that he inhaled like a fool out of his system. And he's like, I'll be okay. I still got another 50 years of me to go. And he looks, he's like, how is it going, Icarus? We're glad to see that you're here.
She chuckles and she goes, stay with me. You'll probably be alive for another 60 years, okay?
Drops dead.
Solstavinder, Vinder. It's a pleasure. Where the fuck did my accent go? Hello. Lady and Sir Vinder. Very nice to meet you. My name is Quindamir Deepbell, and I come from Magnimar. Please tell me, if you have the best wares, you wouldn't happen to have something called a harrow deck, would you? Amongst your wares?
A Herodex. We're here in Varistia, lad. Of course we have Herodex. I think I have a few in stock. Pretty sure.
You in stock?
I would love to take. I would love to see these wares of yours.
Sure thing. Come on by after the festivities. We'll be out here enjoying ourselves. You can come by the store whenever you have the time.
You will see me later today. That much is certain.
And you hear Solsta go, well, we'll be off. We have these pies to share out later on for today. And it's once again very good to meet you all. Good to see you again, Icarus. Oh, you do so remind me so much of Nualia. And that's when Ven turns and he's like and he nudges her. And he shakes his head.
Say, oh boy is back.
And he shakes his head right after she's reminiscing about about somebody named Nualia. And he's like, let's not jinx today. It was bad enough that the sheriff had to bring up part of that story.
Why does everybody hate this sheriff?
And then and then Solsta, she looks to her husband Ven and she's like, well, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I still have a lock of her hair that I keep braided right here. You know that, right? And Ven's like, yes, I know. You believe it brought you good luck. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, madam.
Yes?
I'm sure that we can indulge this story over a cup of tea or something of the sort. For now, let's enjoy the festivities.
Now, Icarus, I would not be so quickly to dismiss the boon of a charm, of a good luck charm. I believe you me, Mr. Vinda, that charm that you believe gave you some fortune was probably to some degree true. That is something you should hold dear, along with the other trinkets that may be bringing you just as much good fortune after or during today's festivities.
And Solsta goes, yes, I cherish it daily.
Oh, it was Solsta, my fault.
She's like, it's probably the last remnant of her ever since the fire. And then Ven's like, Solsta, please. Enough of this negative energy. Let's just enjoy the day.
We called it negative energy.
About to cause a divorce.
Yes, that's crazy.
That was his affair. He killed her.
Oh shit.
He said
Right,
about a
right.
bear. Damn, this guy making up
This is
these fucking stories and
wild.
shit.
Making up his own story.
She goes, well, I'm sorry, but she just reminds me so much of her, Ven. Even the hair, like the white part of the hair. She was such a blessed child. It's so sad.
We will definitely be continuing this story in a couple of hours, Mr. and Mrs. Binder. It is a pleasure to meet you. I will see you soon.
I would
All right,
love to hear
farewell.
all about this person.
Icarus. Shall we?
All right, and so your characters are.
Don't forget me, brother.
We move towards the academy.
Damn.
I cannot forget you, Caldem. It's just that you don't know Sandpoint like Icarus. You know this. Like, why? Don't take it personal. We have our guide today. Maybe tomorrow when we go into the woods, then I will ask for your guidance.
No.
She shifts her attention to Chaldean. She goes, I'm sure that there is something in this town that will pique your fancy. It might not be the academy or maybe this festival, but please indulge me, and I will sure I could find something that maybe will interest you.
I want to get the lay of the land of the town, as well as your finest weapons shop in this city.
Oh, weapon shop. You only need to say so. All right, and I'm assuming she knows.
Yeah, she has common knowledge of like what is the most well known, talked of the places to get weaponry.
Absolutely. She kind of like laughs and like in a way that she feels like she laughs as if she's like kind of insulted. She goes,
There's a place.
absolutely.
Yeah. There's a what? Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm sure, like, absolutely. I know exactly the place that you are looking for. Be wary. They're not keen on low-paying customers, so I'm sure.
He's trying to say you walking around looking poor, boy.
What was that?
Damn.
I didn't hear
You're
it.
saying that it's too much for you, man.
There's no way I can say
She
that.
don't hear enough jingles in your pocket. That's crazy. Icarus really said that? That's crazy.
I just want a window shop. God damn.
She has no social tact at all.
Damn, really? She's got diplomacy.
Well, I thought she was the Aussie mom. She got like that.
I thought she. That's what I was saying. Damn.
She got that diplomacy
She
plus
can have
6.
diplomacy and still be
That
dense,
diplomacy
guys,
plus
okay?
6. Damn.
She
Oh,
might
yeah,
not
she got
like
like
elves.
6+6, bro.
Wait, hold on.
With that
But
charisma, charisma 19.
I thought she was based on charisma.
Hypothetically, wouldn't she know that the constructor of arms would understand that he doesn't deal with broke bitches? Hypothetically, wouldn't she know that?
Damn. I didn't even tell you who the person is. Oh, it is a place called Sava's Armory. It's it's run by Sava Bevaniki. Sava Bevaniki, a Varisian female human. Her shop sells all manner of weapons and armor, including several masterwork items and even exotic weapons. Such as she's known to have a spiked chain there and some shuriken, and
Oh, snap.
and even
It's so
one
weird seeing exotic things like available. Like I'm so used to things being so separated and so kind of realms. Like it's so hard to like come across like a katana in like the day-to-day life. You'd have to go. Like,
I know what you're saying. I think it has everything to do with like what you said. I think Galarian is just probably a lot more like generous with what's like accessible.
The cultures are so close together.
So
especially in the beginning of an AP, right? Like usually the first.
There's really good trade happening.
So there's
Right.
there's her shop. That would be the best shop to go to for like specifically like weapons and armor. Ven
Like, I wouldn't
Vinder, the
expect this
guy
shit at fucking,
Ven Vinder, the guy that you just met,
at,
also has weaponry at his shop, but it's more like things that he's collected. He's not, it's not like
at
things.
Daggerdale.
This nigga, the goodwill of the.
I mean,
fucking-
Daggerford.
Icarus is probably
He
like
said
that's
the
what you can afford,
goodwill.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
shit.
hand me down fucking weapon.
bitch. You might as well go follow Vinder around because fuck.
Yeah.
No,
Um.
she gives both people. She names both people. And she
Alright.
goes, well, there's one that is very prestigious, to say the least,
Mhm.
and then we have the other one, which, and she kind of like gives you like a look that might. You never know. Could find something. You could find something that you might enjoy there.
Like you start taking you start mincing words, like Quindamir like looks up from like his spell book, like kind of just meets you, like doesn't really meet your eyes because he's not really, you're not talking to him, but he's on the side looking at like, as he's like why is he like he expects you to just go through the go through the the whole conversation like smoothly about who, like obviously it's probably yes, you need a weapon, go to the blacksmith guy, you go to this, but as you like get more like disclaimer-ish, as if he's like looks up at you like
She continues. She goes, "That's not saying that
like
you
what
can't."
is
She goes, "That's not saying
like what
you
is it
can
about this guy that sells swords?"
you can't afford what he offers. But if we're talking about in terms of cost efficiency, I would recommend the other one as opposed to the one that costs more, if that makes sense."
Well, Icarus, I appreciate your point and what you're trying to say to me. However, I just want to go look and see what the best of this town has to offer. And in the meantime, learn my way around these streets.
Do you have a map, Icarus?
Well, most of this I learn, I know by heart.
Of course, my brother would ask that.
A map is kind of like
Smart.
not used. I know where I'm
Like
going.
it make I imagine what, because listen, I'm a bookworm, right? Like I'm not trying to go walk into the top fucking vantage point and start
Right.
looking over the city like fucking Altair. Like you can go
Right.
do that shit.
This nigga's
I'll take a
walking
fucking
in.
map and keep my ass
Hey,
right here,
Uh,
right here in my
yeah,
safe
so-
spot.
That's all I
You know
need
what
too.
mean?
But I'm trying to get the
Oh,
lay of the
okay.
land because
Right.
I've got high local knowledge, so I'm trying to familiarize myself. You
So
know.
I
she
mean, it's
mentions,
case moves on.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's take a trip, and we'll
Yeah,
see.
he does have knowledge local, so he could easily get. Yeah, you'd have better.
Uh-huh.
You would have better knowledge of the place than even Icarus right now.
Just gotta be like, Icarus, I got this. Just mush him real quick, like, let me show you where to go.
Alright.
This
In
nigga, his
fact,
whole
I just
life.
need a map. I just got
ahead.
here. I just need a map.
Go ahead and
Na-
fucking
Na-
roll it.
Somebody
he
get
said
this
roll it.
man a map.
Next year.
Get this man a
Nasir.
I am
Na-
the captain now.
Next year, as as you were, exploring around and walking around there, something
Oh,
bumps
shit.
into your left leg and
shit.
like thuds on the
They got
ground.
robbed.
God damn!
Fucking street urchin?
No, you look over to see what it is, and it seems to be like a little 4-year-old human girl.
Street urchin.
She's
Exactly.
damn.
Fucking.
No, she doesn't look like a street
peasantry.
urchin. She looks like a village, resident. She doesn't look
Grab the
poor.
wrist, break the arm.
She doesn't look like she doesn't look poor or anything like that. She's actually got a nice yellow, dress on.
Keith.
Before
And
trip attack.
damn.
Okay.
Anyway, her eyes
Fucking
water
Baby Uta
as she looks
over
up at
here.
you, both in like sadness and fear, because she doesn't know what's about to happen. Because you look and she had accidentally bumped into you holding some chocolate fudge and had not only lost her fudge but stained her dress and got some chocolate on your
On Caldon?
Rip the fuck
no
out of her.
no Nasir.
Oh, so Nasir. Okay. Oh, this is with them. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
yeah.
is Nasir? He's not with us, right? Because he's not
He's
with
just
us.
not with
Pull out my
us.
sickle.
Okay.
His head's down. I don't know if he's actually.
I performed Trip, beat the shit out of her.
You that's crazy, son.
Matt, you there, bro?
Yeah, man.
Oh, did you hear anything that
What
I said?
happened?
Oh, damn.
no. Well done.
I
My
said
bad.
something had bumped into your character's left leg, and you look down and
mine.
yeah.
Oh, I thought that was for Yeah, I heard the little girl part.
Oh,
My
okay, yeah. With the
bad.
she had been carrying some kind of
Yeah.
a chocolate fudge treat and had had accidentally bumped into you and got a little, and she's looking up with like watery eyes, both in like sadness because she kind of lost her chocolate, and fear because she doesn't know, like, she's seeing a stranger, she doesn't know how you're gonna react.
I calmed her down and asked her where her parents are.
And she
From
points
behind the mask.
Yeah.
That scary ass
Behind the
mask.
I just
What's
sit down
wrong,
and say
little
something.
child?
I just hit her with this.
She
I just hit her with the whole.
she points to the area where like she last saw her parents, and
Mhm.
she's like, they were just over there. I'm sorry I stained your pants, mister.
It's okay. Don't even worry about it. Run along.
Run along.
Okay.
Fuck out of here. Scram before I fucking flurry of blows, you bitch ass.
So
Right.
so she leaves.
A little bit.
So she so she leaves, but like, she looks back a couple of times, and then it was like later on, maybe probably like 30 minutes later, like you see her again, but she has like more of like this fudge treat in her hand, and she's like hands it. She's like, I found you here.
Huh?
She takes it. I'll take it. I'll take a piece. I say, oh, thank you very much. I'll take a piece of the candy.
It's like, that's for bumping into you by accident and ruining your clothes. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Aurora's name be praised. Good day.
I like your mask.
Thank you.
Damn,
Maybe one
she
day I'll
dies
get
at
you
the end of this storyline, by the way.
100%.
Yep.
That bitch is murked. Thank you for
This guy said she's murked.
At the end of the adventure, like your
Um,
mask have that one emotional connection to her. Like, damn, son,
She
she's
goes,
so adorable.
"My name-"
I hope she lives a long
So she
and
goes,
happy life.
so my name's Glora.
Goblins attacking the first
What's
one.
your
then.
name?
All right, go ahead.
my name's Nasir.
That would be goblin.
Oh, that's
though.
she's like,
She needs to die.
I
so we
like
can
that
have
name,
emotional
Nasir.
fucking investment.
And she's like, she starts to hum. She's like, Nasir, Nasir, Nasir. I really like that name.
Would appear
We
you
all
have a
carry
brand
cake
new
from
best
now
friend.
on, moving forward
Right.
in life. Like,
I look at Rakim as a
yo,
it
what's
would
your name,
appear so.
son? About to get that name tattooed on my fucking back.
She
son.
goes, okay. I hope to see you again later.
Brenda Bear was there.
Bye, Nasir.
This
I'm
is
gonna.
so godlike.
And she like waves, and she's like, she's like, I'm gonna go find my parents.
I'm gonna go find my parents. Parents
Can
are
I?
dead.
Here's like, I'm your daddy now.
Damn.
Adopted familiar kids and shit. Just walk around with the wolf and the cub.
We have a van over there.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
damn, this shit turned Raven.
It's a Newfoundling. She wants a mask. She's like, she's a foundling.
She's gonna be a Mandalorian. So.
Right.
That's it. So. Child of the Red Lotus seed. Now.
Can I see where she's walking to? Like, if she's safe, or can I follow her to stealthily
He wants to do a
They're
He
gonna
wants to-
stalk a little girl.
He wants to do a pedo check.
Wow.
Listen, bro, I don't know
yo,
what kind
stop.
of hobgoblin you
Yo.
think this gonna be.
Oh my
What
god.
the-
He wants to
Anyway.
do a pedo check.
Oh my god.
No,
Let's
He's like,
I-
I hope he's
some-
like, oh, here come Chris Hansen, my guy. Here you
Oh,
come.
man.
Like, I want a Chris Hansen and shit.
I
Oh,
was
God.
just trying to make sure she got
Chris
home safe.
Hansen
Is that-
enters
Then he sees
Galarian.
Chris
Is that
Hansen.
true?
He's like,
He's like, I'm gonna need you to have a seat. I got some
Motherfucker.
questions.
Chris
What's in the
Hansen
bag?
traveling the
What's
multiverse.
in the bag,
Chris
son?
Hansen travels the multiverse. Like,
Just to say, he looks
Anyway.
at you like, I'm gonna need you to
All
have
right.
a seat. I got
All right.
questions.
So, all right, you tell her. Okay, listen. You tell her for a bit. You
Yeah.
find her that she goes up to her parents, and you notice that like her parents are both wearing like the attire of like people who are like acolytes of the Church of Desna. So so yeah, she did get like back to her parents, and you could tell like she seems like excited, and she's like pointing to her face, like saying kind of like she's like saying to her parents like she would like to, she wants a mask also.
Mhm.
Mm.
So
Okay. All right. Can I look around? Can I look around the shop, see if there's a mask anywhere? A mask shop anywhere?
yeah, you find one
Cool.
shop that's like got different kinds of masks of like different animals and like different kinds of beasts from
All right.
Oh,
I'll get her a
begins,
little.
it begins.
I'll get her a little rabbit mask.
all right.
Yeah, we talked about this. It's happening.
And,
It's
I'll get a little
happening.
rabbit.
Get a little
Bro,
rabbit
I
mask.
love your excitement right about now.
It's so godlike. It's just happening organically.
And I mean, I guess did she walk to our house or?
No, she just like walked over to like where her parents were at. They're like near the cathedral.
Can I leave it
talking with,
like
other
in
people.
can I leave it like in secret, or can I leave it like in secret, like a Santa Claus type drop off? Like she never sees me leave it.
I know
but
what you
she
can
gets
do.
it.
You can roll stealth and sleight of hand.
Stealth.
Who just went dead? I'm in Discord. Oh,
Yeah.
Caldum. Oh, okay. Okay, now sleight of hand.
That's weird because I didn't hear him leave and come back. His name's still just there.
Who, me?
Nah.
Okay, so you stealth there with I guess I don't know, like near them or like towards them. And well, the sleight of hand check was to like try and like I guess plant it without being noticed. Was there a particular like place you were gonna or on a person?
Nah.
Come
It's
back.
kind of like it's like on a bench, like somewhere near. She can
Just
find it.
nearby. Okay, so it's nearby enough so like she'll spot it.
Mhm.
Okay. So you did stealth by, and not she didn't notice. Neither did the parents or and you put it down, and as you walk away, like she was looking around after like her parents had like nodded, and they went back to like talking to like another of the townspeople, and she notices the mask and she goes over to it and she like looks around like where'd this come from, and she picks it up and like she smiles and she like puts it on.
All right.
And
Uh,
oh, it was something you wanted to add or?
no.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good.
Sooner or later, lunch comes along. Right after the Swallowtail release, where Father Xantus and his acolytes they wheel out a large covered wagon into the square. Is he able to hear us or no? He can't
we're
hear
good.
us. Oh, okay.
Last I heard, he noticed the parents were acolytes.
No, I'm good now. I can hear you
Oh,
guys now.
okay. All right.
Oh, okay, no,
Bill,
all right.
Oh.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fill him in on what he missed without trying to interrupt.
Yeah.
Swallowtail and his acolytes wheel a large covered wagon into the square, and after recounting a short parable of how Desna first fell to earth and was nursed back to health by a blind child whom she transformed into an immortal butterfly as a reward for her aid, they pull aside the wagon's cover, releasing the 1,000 children of Desna, a furious storm of swallowtail butterflies that swarm into the air in a spiraling riot of color to a great cheer from the crowd. And throughout the rest of the day, children futilely chase butterflies, never quite quick enough to catch them.
Damn.
And lunch is now provided for free at the expense of Sandpoint's Tavern, says they each
Let's
bring
go.
their best
Yo, it's time to
dishes.
go get food, son.
This event is as much a marketing push by the taverns to win new customers as it is to feed everybody that's hungry. Soon becomes quite apparent that the darling of the lunch is, once again this year, Ameiko Kaijitsu, whose remarkable curry-spiced salmon and early winter
Like you said
drop
it was,
and early winter drop mead easily overshadow the other offerings, such as the hagfish's lobster chowder or the white deer's peppercorn venison.
Here, I thought the sheriff recommended curry because we were black.
Ameko is Ameko is it's probably pronounced Ameko.
Some
Ameko
curry chicken you might like.
Ame-
Tusker.
Ameko is she's actually the
See why no
owner.
one likes you.
Ameko's she's the one that she's the owner of the Rusty Dragon of the Rusty Dragon Inn, where your characters had like met at. I think Bathana had brought her up and had mentioned that she was obviously not at the inn because she was busy here. And your characters can this is how she, and as she's like having her helpers hand out the food, she's singing like she's singing songs from like the Church of Desna on her I don't want to say it's a lute. It's like those what's the name of those like those guitars from like Japan, those little
Those two-string guitars.
those banjo like guitars. Yeah, you know what guitars?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's called a. We just looked at this. It's called an Ermer. Two-string.
Something out there. Don't go inside.
Two-string.
Because all he's doing is barking when he's going out there.
It's called a
Who that is?
Not the shamisen. Yeah, it could be. It could be the shamisen. There's another name for it. But yeah, the shamisen. Like that freaking thing that they used in Wano, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's playing
that's
playing that.
And then Demon Slayer.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, the first movie I thought about was Memoirs of a Geisha, but whatever.
I was thinking of
That
Kubo and
also.
Two Strings, but
You know what it
I'm
is.
aware
Anyway,
of-
that's what she's playing, and
Ding, dang, dang, dong, dang, dong, dang, 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 dang.
I can love that movie.
Geishas, what is it called?
Memoirs of a Geisha. I bought the book twice and then saw it in opening night.
where's
I'll look at that later.
oh, okay.
So this shit with the birds is happening without everyone there, then, huh? Like not everyone's in the.
What would assume that they're there, right?
I don't know how. It seems like time
whoever gathers, I mean, well, yeah, your characters are.
I want
Did
to.
Icarus
I want to
finish
get back
showing
there.
us around the town?
I want to get back there in time for that. Absolutely.
everyone
but
who
I
Oh,
want
that's
to-
fine.
I-
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to
No,
make a
if
contact
you
real
can,
quick at the.
no, that's what I'm
academy.
saying. Like your characters, like now your characters, especially with your knowledge local skill checks, you'll be able to like roll these checks and for Comdo, and as you're getting to know the town more, you spend your time doing that. The same for anybody else. Now your characters, I would say your characters now would have enough knowledge to beat like the DC 10 kind of questions or lower, if you're not trained in knowledge local. And
yeah, I'm assuming because my character is going around and needs to like ask for directions to get to certain places, he's gaining knowledge the same way.
yeah, you guys are like getting to know the town and the layout and the people. So like now, like the maps, I'll be able to put out like the locations and like what shop is what. Like I'll be able to. I'm basically will be able instead
Opening
of
up the
instead of
world
yeah,
slowly,
open up the
yeah.
instead of like a blank map. Now your characters will have like more information to like look through and be like, oh okay, my character can
Yeah.
go here, or my character knows about this, or my character definitely would be talking to this person.
Right.
Instead of me going
I get it.
one through one with the whole thing.
Right. I get it.
And yes, if anybody who wanted to be, who wanted to be at the Swallowtail release, you could just, as you said, Quindamere wanted to be there, so he's there. And
Yeah.
anybody else that wanted to be there can be there. Obviously, I'm sure people are there also for the lunch, so, since that's nearby. So,
Right.
eating, your characters are eating real good.
We
You get,
should have discussed our rendezvous.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say definitely the characters were there
kinda
at
just
like
split up.
lunchtime,
I
unless
think the
unless
food, the lunchtime was definitely around.
yeah, definitely lunch. Unless your character lost track of time for some reason, but kind of hard to miss since you'll hear people saying, "Oh, the Swallowtail's release is about to happen," and then we get to eat. Like you'll hear people saying that, or like rushing back towards like the market square by the cathedral.
Right.
And
Well, I'm trying to figure out if we rendezvoused back together or if we're, at separate tables eating at different places,
I'd say your characters easily see each other again, like
That would probably be after the
at
release,
lunchtime, yeah.
Okay.
So
And
we
then
can talk about the things that we found each on our own and stuff.
yeah, and then like the last thing that's supposed to happen for the festival is when the sun's about to set, they're going to they're going to recite the prayer of the first dreaming, a Desna prayer to consecrate the new founding of the new cathedral.
Okay, that's probably a good idea
That's
because we
great.
had some bad luck with the last one. Okay.
Hey, who's that person you put the picture up of?
That's Ameiko Kaijitsu, the owner
That
of...
she was the one that was playing the instrument, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how they fucking draw their characters like football.
Yeah, and I think it was mentioned. I think your character did overhear that she's the daughter of Longiku Kaijitsu, who's like the the elder of who's the current elder of the family that like helped found Sandpoint. So like she's basically like for this town, she's basically noble, of noble blood, pretty much.
Back out thinking, so
Word.
that's what she looks like. Ryu, Galarian.
So yeah, your characters
just needs that blonde here.
And if your characters were like participating in any games, there's some of that going around.
Yeah, I'd definitely be doing that.
If you were doing, I know you're doing fortune telling. I know you were doing fortune telling cards. So if you wanted to roll your profession check to see if there was like any any tips he earned for the day, you could roll. You could do that.
Act like I'm just a part of the fucking festival. Like,
are there any combat games?
Yeah, there's
absolutely.
There's archery and
I'm just kidding. I can't think.
There are archery games and games of games involving like balance, tug of wars.
Well, I'll do some archery games.
This guy's like, oh, let's do some archery.
Honing my skills.
I'll take note of anyone who got injured during the games, and
Can we go to the
patch up
temple
their
of
wounds.
Rory?
Yeah, your
Hmm.
characters can make their way there. The two monks.
To look over at go to the rock cabin and say, yo, we need head on over to this temple. Oh, actually, you gotta tell me, right?
You
Yeah.
I gotta
see
think about it.
a stone
I-
building.
Yeah, I would have relayed that.
Yeah.
House
Okay.
most.
You see a stone
Right.
building that's primarily a single large chamber. The floor is decorated with polished blue stones set within winding pathways of reed mats. This structure was built 10 years after Sandpoint was founded by a wandering monk named Enderaki Sorn, and today the monastery is tended by Enderaki's daughter Sable, her father having passed away 7 years ago. As a worshipper of Irori, the god of self-perfection and knowledge, she maintains a large collection of old books and scrolls in the basement chambers below. She opens both the meditation floor and her library to fellow worshippers, but anybody else is going to have to convince her of their good intentions before she'll let them in. But the two of you are freely able to go in and out.
Are you
Cool.
sure
Yes.
it's not a performance check, Lewis?
But if he's a religious bigot,
A performance check what, to convince her to go in?
No, to do like fortune telling and shit.
Oh. No,
Oh.
it's your profession.
Okay.
Yeah, can we go into the we'll go into the temple? Man.
Yeah, you guys go in.
Yeah.
It's nice and quiet, and like it's almost as if like
Uh,
you could barely hear the anything going on
can we
outside.
do guess we do a perception check? Can we check around for anything? Can we read scrolls?
Do we see Sable around?
Yeah.
No, you see like a couple of her you see like a couple of well, not even a couple. I say you see one like young man here who's like it looks like he's like practicing. It's like his kata.
Hmm.
He's he looks like a young Shoanti, like teenager kid. Shaved head, dark brown eyes, and
Donnie Yen, son.
and he's like he is actually, you know what? He's practicing on a dummy. And he turns and he sees
That's
you
godlike.
too, and like
Mm.
he notices that like the symbol of Irori that you characters had on their clothing, and he gives you gives you a bow.
Turn the bell. Aurora's name be praised. Can I ask him his name?
He says his name is. I got this book. What are some Shoanti names? Says his name is
Did
Narast.
she say we have scrolls to read in there?
He says his name is Narast.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah,
a library.
there's
or
a
something to place-
library. The kind of topics that your characters, see, because I heard yeah, he goes, I am Narast. It is a pleasure to meet fellow worshippers. Feel free to meditate here, and if you wish to peruse the libraries, you are free to do so. I have heard about your. I have heard about. He goes. I have heard your that you have arrived earlier from Sable.
Greetings. I am Rakim. This is Nasir. This is quite the impressive place you have here.
Thank you, thank you.
Are there many others in the town? The Rory worshippers?
Not ones that reside here, but ones that do travel and stop over here. such as yourselves.
Have
So
you
he-
seen anything from our? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna.
So he was practicing on one of those dummies.
Yeah.
I kind of want to just walk up and do like a quick fucking flurry on it.
And the kid looks impressed, and he's like, ah, such a graceful style. Who was your master?
I'm gonna.
I don't know how to say her. We were
Right.
trained by the Red Lotus.
The Red Lotus. I'll have to ask my master about such a figure.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
you know, I know he wants to go down and look at the books and shit.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
books.
I'm
But
the books cover.
I'm just-
The books cover the
I just
kind of
wanted to check.
the kind of topics that the books cover. Would grant characters using it a +4 bonus on their history checks and a +4 bonus on their knowledge, the planes check. So, in case your characters ever had like a question that involved, rolling a knowledge history check or rolling a knowledge planes check, you can go to the library, use that to like enhance your roll
Okay,
before I answer the question. So it's like, yeah.
gotcha.
It's like a research spot. You can be like, you know what, my character's gonna go to this library. He's gonna research.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Okay.
research this. Does he know about this? I'll roll my check with the +4 bonus, and then I'll be like, okay.
And we can use that at any Aurora temple.
At this one in particular, yeah, you can come to this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
And,
So I guess each one has something different. All right.
yeah.
that's pretty dope.
Cool.
I like that.
Cool.
But yeah,
Alright.
I would probably just say something like, I noticed you were practicing before, and just sort of give him like, if you come from the hips this way, rather than do this, and try to give him some pointers on what he was doing.
So good. Okay.
Nice.
He's like, oh, okay. Like, so your characters spend some time, a little training there, and then eventually, time goes by, and he's like, oh, like you guys hear like the bells like marking the time, and he's like, oh, Sable said it's the time that I can go and enjoy the festivities. It was a pleasure to meet you all. And he like bows to you both.
Just give him a bow back. I don't even say nothing. Just a straight up bow.
Yeah. Give him a bow back.
I guess we gotta head back to everybody's meeting.
Yeah, everybody's going to the festivities. It's time for this shit to go left.
The meeting point where the bomb goes off and all the goblins
Yeah.
attack.
Yep.
For I guess for the man, I'm gonna do the archery one. I guess. All right, Caldum, give
I'm
me.
fucking ready, okay? I got
Yeah.
healing spells for days. Let's go.
You're doing the
Oh,
archery.
I want to kill something.
Give me.
I want to kill something.
I really
Roll.
don't have healing spells for days, so like I really hope.
Give me 5
They
dexterity
sound good.
checks.
Shit.
So roll 5 times with your +4 or +3 bonus.
5 times. Okay. Was it +5?
+3.
+3. Okay. And this is a D20.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Wham.
What the hell?
Oh,
Uh,
sorry. Did all 5 at once.
It's fine. I can still use those numbers and just add 3 to each one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a 13, a 10, a 9, and okay. 13 and 10. Okay. Unfortunately, although you won the first round, the second round you did not quite make.
Damn.
Damn, what happened?
Better archers. Yeah. I mean, my main weapon source are my sickles, so it's okay.
And he's
I'll take my
yeah,
L.
and you're level 1, so you're still a novice when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
your
I'll take
your
my
skill in
L.
combat.
Right.
But they're gonna start bragging, you know that, right?
Second
They're
one
gonna be
out.
like, yo, I beat
Yeah,
an
I
elf
beat
in
an elf.
archery.
Yeah, so
Right.
Right.
They're gonna brag, man.
I beat this Legolas motherfucker.
I was
I beat an
distracted.
elf in archery, bro.
I was
Kidding me?
distracted. I was
um,
wondering the whereabouts of my brothers.
the only thing left is the consecration period of the day, right, where the sun's about to set. And your characters were realizing this as like the sky's color was starting to change. You're like, oh, better meet back with everyone for the final. Your characters were busy. Like obviously, like Waylon's exploring the shops that he wants to do, and he's learning from the people around him, and Quentin, like everyone's this is your character's, like, I guess if I was to speak in just mechanical terms, like this is how your characters are gaining. I'll reveal more stuff about the city. I'll have it like opened up for your characters to like look through yourself, on your own free time, and you can just assume
Okay.
that like this is what your characters know now. It'll represent, when you guys increase your skill points, like, oh well, I increased my skill points from this because my character was hanging out here, or he was talking with this person, and that's how like his craft jewelry went up or praise went up. Yeah, and so at the same time, the town's also like you have more exposure to the people of Sandpoint, so they're gonna remember your characters as well. Somebody is like, hey, you see a couple of guys masked, and be like, oh yeah, they were over here, and then they were at they were hanging out at the Bluestones here. I heard they were monks and blah blah blah. Like, so it goes both ways. And as the sun begins to set, Father Xantus takes the central podium, and there's a sharp, loud, like boom, like this. If you were near the source of the sound, it probably would have deafened you. It probably would have made your ears ring. That's how loud it was. Apparently
Who was
he had.
near it?
Apparently it was. Apparently it was. He said who's there. Apparently it was thrown. It was thrown against the against the floor nearby the cathedral. And it was only used to get everyone's attention. It was a thunderstone, which Waylon easily was able to ascertain because he's heard thunderstones before. So that's all it was. It was a thunderstone which attracted everyone's attention to like look up. It's basically the equivalent of using a fucking sound horn or something like that. Fucking, but instead of this, it was just like like bubble.
If I've never heard that shit before, I definitely jumped into a fighting stance.
So you guys see Ricky like, and realizing there was no danger. It was just something to get everybody's attention. Goes back to his composure, I guess. Looking around like, what the fuck? So Xantus clears his throat. He begins to prepare to recite the prayer of first dreaming. A short retort, like the crack of distant thunder, slices through the excited crowd as the sun-setting rays paint the western sky. A stray dog that has crawled under a nearby wagon to sleep starts to awake, and there's the buzz of 24 conversations. They quickly hush as like all the heads turn toward the central podium where beaming Father Xantus has taken the stage. He clears his throat, takes a breath to speak, and suddenly a woman's scream slices through the air.
Oh shit.
A few moments later, another scream rises, and then another. Beyond them, a sudden surge.
One is dying, so.
A sudden surge. surge of strange new voices rises. High-pitched, tittering shrieks that sound not quite human.
Oh,
The
okay.
crowd parts, and something low to the ground races by, giggling with disturbing glee as the stray dog gives a pained yelp,
Roach.
and then collapses with a gurgle, its throat cut open from ear to ear.
Damn.
As blood pools around the dog's head, the raucous
Wow.
sound of a strange song begins, chanted from shrill, scratchy voices as you hear the goblin song. Goblins chew and goblins bite, goblins cut and goblins fight. Stab the dog and cut the horse. Goblins eat and take by force. Goblins race and goblins jump. Goblins slash and goblins bump. Burn the skin and mash the head. Goblins hear and you be dead. Chase the baby, catch the pup, bonk the head to shut it up. Bones be cracked, flesh be stirred, we be goblins, you be food.
I swear to God, I swear to God, if that's not on stream, I'm gonna be pissed.
Answer.
That was crazy, son.
That was dope.
I mean, I was just making shit up when I said goblin attack, but
Everybody can roll
Fucking
perception checks.
Initiative.
Perception checks.
Yeah.
Perception. All right.
you said
I guess
perception.
perception first.
Plus 7.
About to leave this to the fucking.
And it wasn't just one
Sure.
goblins, obviously. It was a chorus of these motherfuckers. So I wish I
Oh,
could.
there's a whole
I
bunch
wish
of
I could. Yeah, it was.
God
It sounded
damn.
like a chorus of these motherfuckers.
I'm rolling like shit.
Icarus is not playing, my guy.
Damn,
Nasir.
my perception.
Any-
They are
okay.
not
Cards,
playing.
Oh,
Perception.
Oh, I
Very
no, I
good.
rolled already. My bad. I rolled up here.
Anybody who
I
got
rolled
a.
it.
Anybody
Yeah,
who
16.
got
I
a.
didn't even see him.
Anybody who got a 12 or higher, you see you see that the shape that raced by and killed the dog is hiding at the wagon's edge. It looks like to be a single goblin, licking the blood from its weapon, known as a dog slicer.
Wow.
It's
This
a
is the most bravest or stupidest fucking goblin I ever fucking heard of in my life.
About to find out some
He's
shit.
gonna enter a city during a festival and just start causing havoc.
That shit
all by
sounds like a
itself.
setup.
I
That just sounds
know,
like a
son.
trap.
Something wrong with this, son. Something
Can I
wrong with this.
use perception and just check around, see if there's any more of them? You don't see any more?
I'm trying to get a picture of what do these? Okay,
That is
that's is that
actually
a dog
crazy.
slicer or the horse choppers? They have yeah, goblins have like these weapons. That's a dog. Okay, I guess this is a dog slicer.
Specifically for murdering dogs? I wouldn't look that up on Google, bro. I put you on some sort of list.
Goblins in Galarian are known for like several things.
I can't believe this combat gonna happen right now. Oh my.
So the things that the facts about goblins that people in Galarian know about is that goblins hate horses. They excel at riding animals, but they don't like horses. They have a hatred for them.
That's weird.
They also hate dogs, as is obvious.
They chase them.
They will ride wolves or wargs, and they are quick to let you know that they are not dogs. They just hate dogs, which matches their hatred of horses. And the feeling's mutual, because the dogs in Galarian sure as hell hate the hell out of goblins. Goblins. Not goblinoids, not hobgoblins. So the hobgoblins are safe. There's no dogs barking at them. It's just the
Ain't
goblins.
no hobgoblins around here.
He's
No
like,
hobgoblins.
the goblins are
Dog nose is not easily fooled.
The goblins are love raiding garbages and sewers and junkyards. They're like the Jawas of fucking Galarian, grabbing scrap and shit, and very sneaky. And yes, they are quite crazy. as somebody here mentioned, like, what the fuck is wrong with these goblins doing something like this?
They definitely sound crazy.
Bro,
Crazier
they,
than what Forgotten Realms has
They
gotten
think of
used.
things like ovens as good hiding places, and and they're
Imagine
easily
just like, let me make a pie today.
right, and they're easily distracted,
Crazy
especially
shit.
by shiny things, and animals
Mm.
smaller than them make good eating, which makes them pretty voracious, as they will eat and eat and
Voracious.
eat. And they are pyromaniacs. They love that fire.
Maybe they burned down the first church.
Um,
Oh shit.
the goblins of Galarian have quite wide heads, so they tend to get stuck in places where they try to squeeze through, and they try to squeeze through quite a lot of things. And they don't believe in writing. No writing. They believe
they don't write
writing.
anything?
They believe writing, as in
Is
the
the devil.
written word, will steal your soul. They
Damn.
believe that writing steals words out of your head, and you can't get them back.
Bunch of little
What?
Stewies running around.
Pretty godlike.
What?
He said,
Godlike
"What?"
superstition.
I just took the. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Copy. Can I copy the image and paste it here? Well, fuck. I guess I have to do the maybe the web page. It's the copy image address. That should probably work. That is a dog
That's the
slicer.
dog
That's the
slicer.
dog slicer.
Jeez.
They have another
I mean,
weapon.
that shit's got materia slots.
He said it got
I see that,
materia
right?
slots.
it does though.
I
That's
hear that
fucked up that
the
you guys have
holes
a weapon like
actually
that.
helps balance the weapon for them.
So that single goblin that you though anybody who got a 12 or higher than that, you see that single goblin by the wagon's edge, licking the blood from its dog slicer as it looks excitedly at the crowd, looking for a new target. As for the song,
How close is it?
to your characters, I'd say about 30 feet away.
So all the characters are together.
Yeah, your characters are together.
Okay.
I'm assuming at this
Right.
point, like when you guys were gathering for the speech, you saw each other and you kind of like grouped up. So
Yeah.
Can I trip him with the whip?
hold on, this guy's like, man, quick for that. Yeah, you can.
Yes,
Hold
you're
up.
trying to shine, baby.
Yeah, you can when
Yeah,
when it's your turn and you want to attempt the yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
As for the song,
That should have been
the
dead by now.
song is a nameless goblin rhyme, and it's been being performed by several goblin war chanters. Clearly intended to give the goblins a
Some
boost of
buff.
morale to spur them on.
Damn, motherfucking goblins got some bar level.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
I actually do have an image of the war chanters. Here are the goblin war chanters,
That's crazy.
and if it'll load,
Go.
there it is.
I imagine our melee will make quick work of these motherfuckers. So.
Oh, and it's holding a dog slicer. There you go. And here are the little goblins.
This is a little baby, son. You got a pet spider, son? That's crazy.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize that.
Got that shit on a
You
leash,
think
On a
that's
bro.
a
That
spider?
shit is so funny, bro.
On a string. Like, how's that spider even staying alive? Like,
It's
The moment that shit got tied on it, right?
a little momentum, and that spider's in two
That's
pieces.
it, son.
So
GG's.
during this chaos, where the crowds that are obviously not wanting to fight the goblins, which is like almost everybody here, because they were not prepared to fight armed goblins, suddenly
Yeah, I'm not
attacking.
prepared at all, son. Which is
Although luckily
so
your
unlikely.
characters are, since you came here traveling prepped.
Are we gonna
He
be
was
able
like,
to hit
"Oh,
something
shit."
before the session's over?
He
God,
said,
like.
"What? Oh shit."
Just at the very end for me. I gotta go.
All right, roll that initiative, baby boy.
Yeah.
I will play.
English.
I mean, so for those of us that didn't see shit, is anybody going to tap us on the shoulder and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Because I didn't see shit.
look over here"?
Oh,
Well, I would
yeah,
say,
remember-
I would say the ones that failed just didn't see the goblin by the wagon, but you're definitely seeing the other goblins that are attacking your group now. That was just that was just to spot the goblin by the wagon.
So goblins.
Oh yeah, there's goblins. Yeah, that
Okay,
that
okay,
song was
awesome.
being chanted by several goblins. It's just
Wonderful.
that it's just that the first attack, the first blood drawn, and what just happened was the dog.
Poor puppy.
Right.
Damn, this guy made it even sadder. He said it was a puppy. It was a fucking puppy.
Well,
The
I'm ready to
cutest
smoke some
puppy you
fucking
ever
blood.
saw.
So let's go.
So what is it? Initiative time?
Yeah, roll initiative as I'm
I
putting
wish the
I'm
Lord's
putting
mama-
everybody's shit up here right now.
Do I get the +1 for what's it on?
God damn.
I gotta shrink these
And
images.
Chris was like, wait, why is there fighting happening? Right?
I'm trying to see what.
How could this be?
Who the hell
Plus
could
one
this
here.
be? Alright, this one is. I gotta get the images right. This one, it's Rakim, right?
Yeah, Rakim is the one without his arms folded.
Rakim's the one without his arms. Okay.
Yeah.
How do I
got-
calculate my bonus for
Wait
initiative?
a minute.
So
Dexterity
your
plus whatever else.
it's your dexterity modifier plus like anything else that, like, if you got a trait bonus or if you have improved initiative feat.
So dexterity.
I have it
plus-
listed.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
it listed right below, like, where your HP and base attack and all that. It's like near the
Yo.
top of the character sheet.
Add 4 to that. Or add 2 to that. My initiative roll.
And
So it's
it
not as
is
bad.
Rakim is controlled by. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay. You should, Dave. You should be able to move your character around. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That way you guys can move your own tokens. Do the Kundenir.
Mike, do you see it?
Yeah, I saw it move.
Oh,
The initiative?
Look at me on the map,
Oh, the initiative.
baby
Yeah, I can see it in
boy.
the chat.
No, I'm
one-
talking to Mike.
I can't
Oh.
move
He was looking
myself
for
though,
it.
no.
Yeah. So it's my dexterity +3, and then one of my abilities gives me +1.
All right. He put it on the sheet like up near the top.
Oh, what? Where
There's
at?
like hit points, armor class, and then under that it says initiative.
I can't see that.
You see where all your strength, dex, constitution, and shit is?
Yeah.
It's like under that
Yeah,
on
right
my
below.
sheet.
Oh shit.
In writing, like
Oh,
hit points,
damn,
armor
hold on.
class, initiative.
I fucked that up. Hang on. I actually got +6, so add 2 more. So I'm actually 16.
I am at 6. Damn.
Oh shit, Nasir. Woo. Let's go.
Real.
Got the fucking goblin up, son.
Do it.
You ain't like that dog getting hit. Rather go full John Wick on me.
Like how he killed that
John Wick.
dog, bro.
Full John.
It's like John Wick. I don't like that shit.
He says he's about to go John Wick. I'm like, oh shit. Motherfucker killing every goblin in Varisia.
Because they killed the dog.
Right.
Because he killed a dog. I get it.
I can move my character now. Yay! Okay. Wow, why am I over here by myself? That's crazy. I'm like defenseless, my dude. I don't.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys put where you want your characters to be, and then I'll put where the goblins are.
I would never be too far from Waylon.
Right.
Just
I think
I'm
I'm by the
never
carts right
far
here.
from.
not yet. And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
as Caldon proves that he's godlike, I wouldn't be too far
Right.
from
I obviously
Caldon,
put them in the spot where
so-
you would have them be while they were listening to the prayer before the fucking goblins attack. So.
Yeah, I need to see where Caldon at. He ain't on the map. So
How do I put it on there?
Am I on the map?
I gotta put it. I gotta
I
put it.
see,
on there.
Okay.
I see one godlike monkey
you're
arms.
on there,
I see
Matt.
one map.
Oh, I
Dude's
must be
arms-
behind some shit.
Armors folded is Rakim.
there.
I see her.
I can't. Yeah, I couldn't see it. I'm behind. I gotta move these screens. The shit is blocking the whole.
No, you
Move
hanging out
this
with
shit
the
up.
fucking
There we go. There we
the
go.
goblin behind the wagon, man. Was it this wagon that the goblin was at, Lewis?
Nah, he's up here.
He's up top.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see him now. You actually put him on the map. There.
I
Okay.
can't.
No, he's not
Yeah.
Can't move
there.
mine.
I don't
move.
see no.
He's not there. I just
Caldon,
put it there so I can get it ready to like make copies.
so-
I can't move mine yet. Okay. I wouldn't be too far from Rockham. Okay.
All right, so we was all
I-
all chowing down over here.
Do I have? You know what? I don't even have his
Yeah,
pick.
let's
Is
go
your
with
pick
that.
in the WhatsApp? It is, isn't it? That was the one pick I was
Yeah, you
missing.
want me-
That's why.
You want me to send it again? So it's fresh?
Yeah.
yeah, we need that fresh out the oven.
Fresh off the boat. Da-da.
Fresh off
There
the
it
boat from
is.
Stillman.
Boom, boom, boom. I just sent it again.
All right.
So I will say that having this set up like this is pretty dope compared to playing in Matt's basement 22 years ago.
Really? Wow.
I take that
that's
back.
the
I would
old
rather
ways.
still play in the basement than play on.
I
That's
mean,
the old ways.
This is pretty dope. I'm saying it's pretty dope to like see
It's
everything.
convenient though.
You know?
for sure, yeah.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
The camaraderie of playing in person in your basement, nothing will fucking beat that.
Right, that's what I was about to say.
Chowing
I could
down
also
on
teleport to
pizza,
my basement.
Mhm.
Fucking Dog Star trying to crush me behind a door. Fucking
we're talking
Pachardo,
about. We're talking
Pachardo
about.
and Ian trying to fucking cut each other's throats IRL.
Yeah, we're talking about peak D&D is fucking New York pizza, Mountain Dew, and real dice. That's peak D&D.
Fucking Matt Pagan daring me to bust my nuts out.
I dare you, son.
Yeah, well, he didn't. He
Oh,
didn't think that I would fucking. call
I
his bluff.
remember that too. He's like,
Yeah, you
he's
kept
like,
saying, "Suck my
he's
balls,
like,
suck
then
my
pull him
balls."
out. Then pull him out. And the cat was like,
He said, pull him out, and I'll suck your left nut. I said, I pulled him out. And said, you better get the sucking bitch.
Oh, what is happening right now?
My dude.
This nigga
Dude's a
Cass had
legend.
no chills, bro.
I was, yeah, I was a little wild back. I was a little wild child back in the day.
A little? A fucking little?
My dude said, "Don't ever
They
double dare me."
They were fucking calling me Stifler and shit. Shit was
What
crazy,
the
bro.
fuck?
That was their nickname. We called him Stifler back in high school. This dude was fucking on everything.
What the hell? Okay, listen. Listen.
Can
I
I-
didn't sign
can I
up for
check?
this. Okay.
Is that girl with the bunny cock mask around?
you start looking around. As at the moment, you don't see her.
Damn, she's probably in danger.
Lewis, where am I?
I told you that
hold
fucking
on.
kid
I'm
was gonna
loading.
die.
I had to
Yeah.
upload the image. I saved it. I
I
uploaded
told
it,
you that
and
fucking
now
kid is
here
gonna
it is.
die.
Once she said, "I like your mask," I was like,
That
"That's a
kid
dead
is
character. That's
dead.
a dead character."
damn.
I watched enough Marvel to know what
That
I
kid is dead as hell.
dead, son.
That kid is dead as hell.
See enough fucking Marvel.
Oh
MVS,
shit, she
son.
had lines?
I was
Nah,
like,
she
oh, that's a
did.
dead character.
She,
Such a dead-
he gave her
how do I-
he gave her a name? Oh damn.
This
Oh, she got a name too. Oh,
Yeah, her
This
name was
bitch gave her
Laura.
lines? Nah, she did.
How do I move it?
Hold on, I'm setting it up right now.
It's
Exactly how my brain
like a
works,
red shirt Star Trek
Yeah, she
character.
said.
I like your mask. I was
All right,
like a
you can move
dead.
it now. Use
That just sounds like a setup, bro. Don't ever make me feel feelings for an NPC. They are.
I was
a
chowing
dead
down next
character,
to my
bro.
brother.
Yeah, I love your mask. Nah, that
Nasir
nigga
has a
dead.
24 in initiative. I see.
That nigga dead.
Icarus has a 6 on initiative.
Oh shit.
Quindamir, Caldum has a
Lewis is having too
14.
much fun with her too. I was like, wow, the
16,
dialogue's still
16
going with this
Oh,
little girl.
16?
She's
Yeah, my multiplier was
definitely
wrong.
dying, son.
Yeah, I rolled twice by accident. My first one was much higher.
That's a good way to get us invested in this fucking city, though. Killed the children, not the children.
This nigga fucking played enough games like, fuck, I can't kill kids. Nah, I'm gonna make kids die in this bitch.
Yeah. Wait, how to hook the characters? Like, imagine us not giving a fuck still about
Oh,
some
there were
point.
two
Like,
24s?
it just can't happen. Like, it's just not gonna happen. We have
Your
to.
initiative
Yeah,
plus
Round
13?
one.
The
Fight.
fuck?
Golly. What the fuck?
Plus
Who rolled a
13?
4?
Who got the plus 13?
Damn,
How
the
the fuck-
Who rolled
disrespect.
the
Wait a
20?
minute.
Shit, that's what I'm talking about.
Right,
That's
this
me.
the disrespect. Wait a minute.
Hey, Icarus should be at 8.
What?
Icarus should be at 8,
Why?
right? I thought you said you got plus 6.
Yeah, I added 2 to my initiative. I had a +4 as opposed to a +2.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I read that wrong. I thought it was plus 6 for your initiative.
No, you're
And
right.
you rolled a 2.
That's
Golly.
okay. I'm here to heal. Okay, I'm here to heal. That's my specialty.
That's right. The silver lining of rolling low is you get to survey the scene
Exactly.
as it plays out, and then
Right.
He
Make
said
your
we
move.
just surveyed
I'm gonna
the
just throw
scene.
way of touches out
uh,
and turn them into heal spells. That's all I'm gonna do.
get to look at everything that just happened, and then make your
Yeah.
move.
Join See, I don't even use my cure light wounds. Okay, I'm gonna just throw out Rays of Frost for free.
Hey, that damage roll out there. 2.
Matt, is that where you're leaving your dude?
Everybody's conveniently around.
He out there in the fucking front and center.
Right.
Like, I like it.
I'm not
We
leaving
need
him out
some
there.
brave
No.
motherfuckers. In
I can't move him, though.
Cowering behind this motherfucker.
I can't move him.
This
I can't
truck
move
ain't
him.
big enough for the sex.
If
of
you're
us.
there, I'm there.
You can't move them?
I can't move him.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Forgot to set it. Okay, you should be able to do it now.
Okay. There we go. All right. I'm
He's
good.
One piece.
Hey, who has the lowest amount of hit points here? Is it me?
Me 6. There ain't no
Okay,
one got
okay.
lower than me.
Woo!
A D6 can kill me right now, son. Yep.
That's a,
Hell, a D4
6.
plus 2 strength, son. I'll be dead.
that's
I
a-
got
that's a-
you, homie. No, I got you. You're not about to die on my watch. I got you. Your mom
shit
told
to
me to
test,
take
son.
care of you. I got you.
Yeah,
We about to put that. We about to put that to the test, son.
Ah, yes. Thank God I
Mhm.
didn't stand it.
Just how useful are you, motherfuckers?
Goblins everywhere. The goblins in the air.
Oh shit, they're surrounding us too.
Oh shit, there's more of them? Let's go.
Yeah.
They're about to converge on our ass, man. We're gonna get bodied right now. Dude's gonna be rolling 20s. I can
Yep.
see it now. Mhm. Out the gate, 20s, max damage.
This is a group of 6 goblins,
Alright,
including the
no
one that
bullshit,
just
Lewis.
killed the dog. Attacks your PCs as you guys are like getting your bearings. You're like, the hell? A lot of people are running around trying to escape.
A
And
lot of
you're
that going on.
like, yeah, alright. Oh god, really? Okay. So,
How much distance is each square? 1 foot?
5,
Five, right?
to make matters even crazier is that like the goblin war chanters that are fucking singing a song, like you could see the eyes of these goblins. They're like all frenzied
They're
from the
getting
Where are the
oh
war
my
chanters?
frenzied
God.
from the fucking
They're
song.
getting
Like they're
buffs,
spread out.
bro.
Like you don't even see them
Okay.
nearby, but the fact that the goblins
Okay.
can hear their performance
Mhm.
is like spurring them.
They're getting buffs, guys.
Yeah, they got a little buff there.
We can't go kill them first. Gotta get them.
Can't even see them.
Depends where they are in
Gotcha.
initiative and shit. Yeah.
As for yeah, I got
Gotcha.
Maybe I
Can't
could
even
shoot him
see
with
them.
my arrow, my bow and arrow.
rolling their
Listen,
If I could
initiative on
pinpoint
my
where he's
end.
at.
Pretty sure we're all hoping you can fucking pinpoint him and bop him. No idea where these niggas are.
Which one is the one that we saw?
Yeah, Lewis, which one?
The one top.
Up here.
Oh,
I was gonna put him by that wagon, but conveniently, there's like the whole party's by the same wagon.
Lewis wants the
Shaggin' wagon.
I'm
Hey,
like,
everybody here
I'm
instinctually
like,
did
what
not
the
split
fuck?
the party.
yeah.
Because we smart, son.
Right.
We have most of us have Thursdays to know what the deal is with Lewis.
Been in enough games. I know you don't split the party, bro. That's
Not this
Not
early.
at all.
Fuck that.
Did I
Not
add
this
that? Okay,
early.
now I added the turn.
And finish this
Okay.
and go to sleep, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
I just wanna
So
start it.
we doing a round one. Nasir, looks like you're the first one up.
Oh shit, we're doing round 1. Let's go.
Am I near? I guess I'm not near shit.
Each square is
That's
5 feet.
21 feet.
like you got 20 feet to this guy. Fuck.
I wouldn't use the
25.
I wouldn't use the lines. You gotta count the squares. The lines don't match up with the squares.
Okay. So I can't hit this one with a whip, can I? This one on the right over
So
here.
the whip has a reach of 15 feet. So 3 squares. Although
Okay.
all those
15?
squares in this game, if it's diagonal squares, it's like the way diagonal works when you're moving on the map, it's not the same as you got to count diagonal movement as a square and a half.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So can I move right here?
So like the first diagonal square that you move counts as just 1. But if you move into like another square going diagonally, it'll count as 2 squares. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah.
Okay.
That goes for attacks
Okay.
as well.
Gotcha. All right. I guess I just
So where's
move?
Nasir, right?
Yeah.
So like if he can attack 15 feet with the whip, so he can attack from in this square, this square, this square. Then he could attack this square, or that square. And if he was like attacking diagonally, he could hit this square, and that'd be it. Because he wouldn't be able to do that third square because that would count as like 20 feet instead of 15 feet.
Gotcha. I guess I'm still not the move. Fuck it. Move right here.
All right. Was that up to that was 6 squares, right? Or anywhere between 1 and 6 squares.
Yeah. Like 5 or something like that.
Where was he at before? Like over here?
Like here.
I think he grabbed him from here.
From here. Oh, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah, you can go here. Okay. So you move them there. All right.
And then I use
Someone actually went before me. Crazy.
I use a trip with the whip and pit boss.
What's
That
Quinn's?
has for it.
Well, yeah, he goes before you because I think his dexterity's high. Yeah, that
My
was his
dex
dexterity's
is,
higher. So you're attacking with the whip. You're proficient in it, right?
You get proficiency from being a whip boss.
Pit boss
With
proficiency.
the pit boss proficiency.
Oh, the pit boss, the rate. Okay, it was a racial trait. That's I see it. Okay. So we go down, scroll down to your whip. One-handed attack bonus, melee attack bonus of +3. And you said you were you trying to deal damage, or you were trying to do a combat maneuver?
Combat maneuver. No damage.
Use it to trip. All right. +1. So we're using it to trip. It's a combat maneuver bonus. We got +1 from your base attack, and then +3 from your strength. It's a total of +4. But you have an additional +1 to trip with a whip because of pit boss, giving you a total of +5 combat maneuver bonus to trip the goblin. So you would have to beat the goblin's CMD, or his combat maneuver defense, to successfully trip him. So you can make your roll.
Put that boy on his back.
With a 22 was a success. You successfully knocked the goblin down.
Nice.
All right.
As you see the goblin coming around, you see him like that tent. You see that he had like cut himself out of the tent and like was looking around, and then he sees you come up, and like he grins real wide, and then all of a sudden there's a crack of the whip, whoosh, and he looks down towards his legs as the whip wraps around both his legs, and you give it a good yank, and like the goblin like falls right on his back. He's like, ah!
And at that moment, he knew he fucked up.
And that was your one. That was your one attack, and your character's turn is done. You took a move action. You took a standard. I don't think you have any swift actions. So your turn is done. The goblin is now knocked prone. When an enemy is knocked prone,
some totally to prepare for some sort of crazy.
When a character is knocked prone, if you're attacking while you're prone, it's a -4 to your melee attacks, and you cannot use ranged weapons except if it's a crossbow or firearm. A prone character does have higher armor class, a +4 bonus to his armor class against ranged attacks, but against melee attacks, it's a -4 penalty to their AC. So anybody attacking that goblin in melee, the goblin's AC has dropped by 4.
Nice. Yeah, we like that.
Stop the shit out of it.
Yeah, that's a good
Rory,
idea.
motherfucker. A Rory.
Rory, motherfucker.
Quindamir, you're up.
Quindamir looks at the situation and starts assessing it. He goes,
I don't know what your prepared spells are.
I sent you some stuff. It's nothing even useful right now. So he goes,
It's not color spray.
something. This is what I get for not doing the reading a lot earlier today. Now I have to make do. So he goes to into his probably seen it by now, hanging off the side of him is he had a light crossbow. Takes a light crossbow off his hip. Locks an arrow in, a bolt in, and takes a shot at a goblin that's just by itself, not behind cover. Let's say that one, not engaged in melee with anyone.
That's the one that's in prone position.
That's
That has
the
plus
one
one.
that's knocked out.
Oh, that's the one in prone.
No, Cav
Alright,
caught that right away. Cav was like,
can
"What are you?"
Well, because I wanted to
Yeah.
shoot it too, but when you
if-
said that, I was like, nope.
if I 5 feet over here, right,
Okay.
can I attack him?
The one over there. Let's see. Let me make sure he doesn't have any cover. I don't think he does. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Is that supposed to be a well?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's a well.
Looks like, well,
The shitter.
I should fucking hole.
I think it is a well, which means it's a low. It's it's definitely in the way. The goblin will have cover.
Really. Well, I don't know why I'm trying to take a full attack. I mean, oh yeah, because it's a move action to draw. Because I don't have +1 basic.
Although I would say it's low cover. You could move.
why-
You could
why
move
can't I
here, and
scroll?
then
Why does scrolling sometimes just stop working on?
you could move there and take a shot, and it wouldn't have cover from the well. Because I would say the well is like a low wall. It's not like.
Just move a couple more spaces so it ain't in the way.
How about if I 5 foot here, and then I try to take a shot at this goblin up top? Hold up, you guys' pictures again. How do I lower this thing? Small. Okay. Yeah, I'm here, and I try to hit this one.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's draw. Let's see. We'll pick this corner of your square, and we'll see if there's any obstacles. I don't see one. No, no, no. Clear shot.
Nice. Oops, ignore that. I don't know how to get rid of it.
I think you gotta select it. Yeah. That's it.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
something
head
that's
on,
not gonna. Yeah, something that's not gonna.
Make your shot. I think that's less than 80 feet, right? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so make your shot. Boom, on a +2.
What's on my decks? That's it.
Oh, your dex. Why do I have +1? That's weird. Oh, because you know what? I never fixed your attack shit, because I guess because your stats.
On my sheet, I changed everything. You had some stuff sitting there, but I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, let me fix these range attacks because like I guess I didn't fix the that should be correct, right? -1, and then you got -2 because okay, so the melee attacks are like -3, okay, and the range attacks are +2. Okay, I fixed it on my end. +2 bonus on a 17 is a hit.
All right, baby boy.
The goblins who have I think they just have leather armor, and they're in their little wiry, dexterous frames. They are carrying wooden shields, and then you got the fact that they're small size, which makes them a little harder to hit. So all that combined, pretty decent AC, but you beat it on a 17, and did 1 point of damage. Bink! You scratch his shoulder, and he's like. What the fuck? Why you roll twice? You're muted.
Yeah, you just went mute.
Oh shit! Hello.
Yeah.
All right. So you see how when I put the dot there, it said 1. You see how there's no dice?
Yeah.
So the dice didn't get rolled. The dice didn't.
I see it. Okay, so that 7 actually dropped it. You
oh, let's go! Quintamir dropping the first enemy.
That goblin came barreling out of like some goblin came barreling out of some knocked over like a small barrel of like fruit that was over there. And was like actually like had some in his mouth, like was like munching on it, like had one in his mouth. So he's holding like what appears to be like a orange in his mouth, and it's got the dog slicer and the shield, and it came out and it was like good. It's like and then the crossbow bolt went right through the fruit and hit him like in the back of his throat, and he dropped, dying. And all that fruit juice just like sprayed all over his face on top of the blood.
Damn, that's some Quentin Tarantino shit.
First drop. Done by
Way to
Quindamir.
go,
So the
Quindamir,
goblins
son.
go, and the goblins like, ah! These goblins all hyped up. They're just doing some of the craziest stuff.
Shit.
All right. So this goblin here that's on the floor takes a move action to stand back up. He's back on his feet.
Uh-oh. He gonna go for Quindamir.
And he looks at Nasir and he's like licks his lips.
Thank
And he comes at him with a dog slicer. 5 foot steps forward. Goes to slice at him. How am I forgetting this shit?
Oh, it was almost a 20. Thank goodness.
How am I? I am terrible at this.
Look at Lewis. How did I not roll a 20? Crazy. Ah, yes, the music.
I was here like, how am I?
Did Waylon ever share like some of his like alchemist stuff with Quindamir to be like another person who could like I don't know.
Let's see. I got it. What's Nasir's armor class?
It's not possible.
Okay.
Nasir's armor class is 16. Okay, I rolled an 8. I'm not showing my modifiers, obviously. I'm just showing the die rolls. That goblin on an 8 missed Nasir as he easily like scrapes like his leg across the floor and just like does like a side dodge, just like moving it. He just like shifts his leg across in like a semicircle away from the all gracefully away from the goblin's attack. Like like
he's showing off right now, son.
so he does that. And then we got these goblins. This one comes out also. This one had come out from this other tent, like cutting out of it, right? As if like he was hiding there the whole time.
Yeah.
Comes out cutting it, right? And he's got like all this like this slices of ham like hanging out of his mouth, and he's just like chewing on it. Just chewing on it. And then he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he was like making his way towards Icarus, right? Looking all like looking all frantic and shit. And then it stops. It stops and it looks on the ground. And it's like and it reaches down and picks up a shiny silver piece that somebody dropped.
Damn, distracted, bro.
So his turn is done.
That's
This one got all tangled up in all these like barrels and tables over here as if it was trying to get out, knocked over a whole bunch of stuff on top of itself. So it had to take a move action to get out of it. So then it takes another move action to actually get into the fight.
Coordinated.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
This is
6.
good for us.
Yeah, but all I need is 120.
That's true.
Come to me.
120. And there's more of them.
Let me dirty my blades.
They're like fucking fodder. So I mean, their lives aren't too worthy. I mean, too valuable.
So I had 3 of the goblins go. Okay, so this one.
Fucking value for a bang for their buck. 'Cause one of them dies don't matter.
One. Okay. Oh wait, where was he? Here. Okay. 1. Wait, how do I undo that move? Oh, okay. So he was there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it can charge. This one just charges. Charges towards Rakim.
Yeah, he wanted all the smoke of Rakim.
So it's got it did a full round action, charge attack, which allows it to move up to double its speed, and at the end of its movement, it can make its attack, which is what it does. It can make its attack with an additional +2 bonus. Anybody can make a charge attack. It's not just a goblin thing or anything. It attacks with a +2 bonus. However, its armor class is